Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of eerie imagination. The fear you can hear. Vendetta. The very word itself invokes dread and strikes a mood of brooding terror. But to live on the island of Corsica, home of the vendetta, is to be steeped in the tradition of violent massacres and the fatalistic expectation of ferocious vengeance as a way of life. At least it would have been so just 100 years ago when these famous words were first written.
It was a hand. A man's hand. It seemed to have a life of its own.
Our mystery drama, The Hand, was especially adapted from the Guy de Maupassant classic for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Alexander Scourby. At the time of the bizarre and terrifying affair of The Hand, Henri Donnet was a police magistrate in Ajaccio, a charming little white city nestled on the edge of a beautiful gulf, shut in by lofty mountains. Most of the cases he had to investigate or prosecute there were cases of vendetta. But these were Corsican against Corsican. This affair of The Hand was alien against what? Something far more alien, perhaps supernatural. That was not until later, of course. For now, the only alien presence was a neighbor of Henri's, a Sir John Rowell, lately come to the island to settle down, and an object of great speculation among the native population.
Well, there goes my new neighbor again.
Does he go hunting at twilight?
No, Bernard. At least as a magistrate, I hope not.
Well, what's he shooting at then?
I don't know, Marguerite. We have no sharks. The wolves and other predators stay in the mountains, and he's not been here long enough to start a vendetta.
Oh, I am not sure. Listen to that.
Oh, no call for alarm, Doctor. I'm quite sure your services will not be needed. It is the same pattern night and morning.
Well, Henri, then what is he shooting at?
A target, I suppose. He's keeping his eye sharp.
But for what?
Ah, now, that is the question.
Have you seen him? He is immense and very powerful.
And he doesn't encourage visitors. He has 2 huge Alsatian hounds that look ready for the kill at a word.
You are chief magistrate and in a far better position to judge him than any, Henri. What do you make of him?
I don't know. His papers are in order. I've no reason to have any professional interest in him.
Well, has he no one to share his loneliness?
He has a manservant he brought with him from Marseille.
No one else.
There was a woman listed on the ship's manifest as his wife.
Oh, his wife. Well, I never knew. Well, then, but no one seems to know that.
In the months he's been here, no one has seen hide nor hair of her. I've watched these evenings myself, and I've never seen her move from the house. If, indeed, she is inside it. So you see, Marguerite, very soon, both as friend and policeman, I'm going to have to satisfy your curiosity and my own about the mysterious Sir John Rowell. For a while, however, I had to content myself with having a close watch set over the man. None of my people could find anything suspicious enough in his actions for us to make any move. But as the strange rumors about him continued and increased, I resolved to see the stranger face to face for myself. I made a point of going hunting every day in the neighborhood of his place. It took me a little while, but at last, one day... So, bien, Fernand, hold the point. You flushed him. Got him right under the Englishman's nose. Go fetch him, Fernand. Fernand, hold. Hold him.
Whiskey! Down, boy, down!
That's it. Good dog. Hold.
Here, Whiskey, here. My apologies, sir. You're a bird, I believe?
No, not at all. I shot him right from under you. Sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Nor I you. Allow me. I'm John Rowell.
Yes, I know, Sir John. I am your neighbor up there on the hill. Henri Donnet.
Pleasure. Damn fine shot.
Sir John, Will you accept the game as an apology for shooting over your field?
That's very generous. I'll accept on one condition.
What's that, Sir John?
That you let me return the compliment and ask you to join me in a glass of ale.
Well, good. I will be only too glad to accept. It was less the heat of the day than my professional interest that prompted me to accept the invitation from the tall man with the red hair and beard. Very tall indeed. And also very broad, a sort of placid and polite Hercules. I was most anxious to be able to question him about his life and his projects.
Joseph, out here on the veranda. Change your mind and have something stronger?
Oh, no. Ale will be perfect.
Are you cold, Sir John? Yes, 2 glasses of ale for Monsieur Donnet and myself. Very well, sir. And bring a cut of Stilton and some water biscuits. You like our English cheeses?
Oh, yes, I do. We are quite insular enough here on Corsica. It's a rare pleasure to indulge in a foreign taste.
I know what you mean. Still, I can't feel that Corsica, or for that matter, anything French is anyway foreign to me. Ah, Joseph, splendid. Thank you. Put the tray on the table here. Yes, sir. You can loose the dogs again. It will be quite safe while I'm with Monsieur Donnet. Very well, sir.
Oh, those are the big Alsatians I see occasionally, eh?
2 of them.
Yes. They look quite savage and fierce. Do you think perhaps my dog will...
Oh, have no fear. Castor and Pollux are as docile as kittens where other animals are concerned. They're trained as man-killers. Huh? And then, only at my command. Your health, Monsieur Donnet.
To yours. Delicious. So refreshing.
As the view of the sun setting across that blue Mediterranean water.
Yes. Does Madame Rowell also share your enthusiasm for your adopted island?
Lady Rowell is an invalid. I hope to nurse her back to health here.
Oh, if I could suggest the offices of my good friend Dr. Forestier...
If a doctor should be needed.
Oh, forgive me. I had no desire
There's
to pry.
nothing to pry into. Natural curiosity.
I must admit, I do find it hard to cast you in the category of a recluse.
Oh, yes. I've traveled a great deal. Africa, India, even America. And as for adventures, yes, I've had plenty of adventures. Oh, yes.
Big game hunting, huh?
What? Oh, of course. I've hunted them all. Tiger, elephant, rhinoceros, gorilla. The name's a legion.
Oh, all very dangerous animals. Terribly so.
Not really. When you compare them to the worst of all.
Oh, what?
What else, Monsieur Donnet? In your profession, you must know him too. Man. Man himself.
Hey! Sir John, come quickly!
What on earth?
Forgive me. I followed Sir John down the front steps of the veranda as he took them 2 at a time and disappeared around the corner of the house. I would have followed him further, except as chance had it, I turned my ankle quite severely on a loose stone after the bottom step. Stopping in momentary pain, the yelp and snarl of the dog suddenly quieted, and I was conscious of the squeak of the front door of the house. Arrested, I looked up to see, framed in the doorway, a tall, emaciated woman with great bruised half circles underlining her eyes that stared with a feverish gleam. She wore a long, loose, trailing peignoir, and with one hand, she beckoned towards me while clutching something in the other close beneath her breast. Painfully, I limped back up the steps.
Help me. Whoever you are, help me.
Lady Rowell?
Whoever I am, this side of the grave, help me.
But how?
By sending this letter. Post haste. Oh, but please, I beg of you on all our lives. Don't tell Sir John.
I'm afraid, Madame,
Please, don't refuse me. You are my last, best hope.
Hope for what?
I cannot stay in case he returns, but please, I beg of you, send my letter.
She was gone. Like a wraith, as though she'd never been. But the letter in my hand was real enough. Before I had time to read the person to whom it was addressed, I found myself involuntarily concealing it in my pocket before Sir John, returning, could see it. Nor could I stop to ponder why my impulse had been to accept the lady's part rather than that of my charming and seemingly outgoing host. Why I chose to conceal its existence rather than reveal it.
My dear Monsieur Donnet, pray forgive me. I'm most sorry we had to be interrupted.
Oh, forgive me for not following you, but I turned my ankle. What happened?
Oh, the curse of trying to maintain privacy. The curiosity seeker. A farmer from back in the hills named Deschamps, who passes by here on his daily route, for some unearthly reason came skulking round the back of the house and was cornered by the dogs.
But what would he have expected to find here?
Heaven knows. I've no secrets worth anyone's concern but my own, as I hope you believe. Or is your presence here today more than just a seeming accident? Are you concealing something from me, sir?
For the first time, I was aware that he wore about his loins an American-style gun belt, and that low on each hip, concealed by the flare of his coattails, were two matched pistols with mother-of-pearl handles, on one of which his right hand rested lightly. The letter in my pocket seemed to burn through the lining as I tried to judge whether it caressed that handle by accident or design.
These were only the hands of Sir John, neither of which is the one in the title of our story. To meet that special hand, you must return with me shortly for Act 2. The huge red-haired and bearded Englishman towers over the small, dapper Frenchman. They are as widely disparate men as you can imagine. One all muscle and vital force, the other elastic, supple, poised always for the counterstroke, like a rapier. Antagonists? No, only in a sense. But whatever their relationship, mutually admiring of each other.
Why should you imagine I have anything to conceal?
Why, indeed. Come, let's go inside. I'll show you some of the trophies of a roving life, if you'd be interested.
But very, of course.
Can you stand on your ankle all right? Is it sprained?
No. Just a slight twist. From the hall, he led me into his parlor, which ran the length and breadth of the whole house across the back in a great L. His parlor was all hung in black silk, embroidered in gold.
The fabric is Japanese work.
Yes, but the rest is yours.
Not the panels. What's mounted on them?
Yes, tiger, lion, black panther. Those I recognize. And elephant tusks, I see.
The hippo and he and the rhino are a little large for mounting.
The rhinoceros is the most dangerous of all, I suppose.
Except, as I told you before.
Now, you're not honestly going to tell a policeman that you're a manhunter.
Not within the confines of civilization, I hope. But I've done a good deal of manhunting, too, in my time.
As a soldier?
That's a profession, not a sport. I've saved a mount in the center for the ultimate trophy. But never had, shall we say, the courage to make the necessary bag to mount it.
I was following the direction of his gaze to a gapingly empty panel in this bizarre and gory collection from the hunt. A panel conspicuous from all the others since it was lined in red velvet, as if in expectance of framing the pièce de résistance. What would you hope to put there?
Once, I would have been tempted. Now, nothing. I keep it there to remind me that it could be my own head that poetic justice could have easily decided to frame. Oh, Gad, it's suddenly getting dark.
Yes, and I must be off for home. I mustn't hold up your dinner.
I've enjoyed our meeting thoroughly. Please, come again. You're always welcome.
I am not quite so sure of your Alsatians.
Oh, you need have no worry. From now on, they'll treat you as a friend, as I hope I can.
As I want to be. We shook hands, mine disappearing inside his huge one, my conscience stinging at me as I fought a battle between Donnet the man and Donnet the policeman. Climbing the hill back to my villa with Fernand frisking along beside me, I tried to tell myself I was only being practical, that I was giving myself time to make my decision. A decision that was tipped by the testimony I received from Michel Deschamps as I questioned him at the barracks the following morning. Michel, why did you go so near to his house?
Well, everybody is curious about him, and...
Everybody doesn't go near enough to have two dogs attack him.
Well, everybody does not have a milk goat which takes him twice a day by the Englishman's house to see her.
To see her?
Well, it is at dawn, you know. Just before the sun comes up in the half-light, and I am passing by in my cart. Naturally, I am looking at the house when I pass.
Naturally, I would myself.
So, you see, at that hour, nobody is stirring. Even the dogs are not yet awake. And then I see by the upstairs window a woman. The first few days, I'm not sure. I crossed myself. She's not some witch or somebody who wants to steal my soul.
Why would she be a witch?
Because, at any rate, in that light, she looked so... I was afraid to answer.
To answer what?
Her signal to come near to her. She kept beckoning as if there was something she must ask me to do. Finally, yesterday morning, I could stand it no longer. I had to go see what she wanted to ask. Was that so wrong?
No, of course not, Michel. I would have done the same. But the dogs stopped you.
Yes. In a way, I'm sorry.
Don't feel that you let her down. But from now on, mind your own business.
Oh, I accept your instruction. I will follow what you advocate.
What I advocate, by all means. Not what I do.
I don't understand you.
Sometimes, even a magistrate has to admit, I do not understand myself. But that is not for you to worry about. That very morning, there was a mail packet sailing. And I sent off the letter, quickly, almost surreptitiously, without looking at the address, except for the fact that it was to the United States of America. And I forgot it, I imagined. And the months went by.
Oh, I do think it's very tedious of you, Henri.
Madame Forestier...
Oh, well, either for reasons of your own, you are protecting our most famous visitor from the rest of us, or, well, he has some hold over you to protect his precious privacy.
He has no hold over me. Quite the contrary. But if he wishes to be private, I would be the first to protect his right.
Well, on a small island like this, why should he have it any more than the rest of us?
Touché. But if he can, why shouldn't he?
Oh, Henri, you know I don't know how to answer that. All I want to know is, do I have any hope that they might attend my garden fete next month?
They?
Well, there is a Madame Roel.
Yes, but she is sickly.
Well, is there some hope that at least Sir John might be coaxed to appear?
No, I have no reason to suppose that he would refuse. Now, Lady Roll, I would find it hard to answer for.
Well, then all I want for you is to issue the invitation. Please, may I count on you for that?
Marguerite. We're all old friends. Need you ask? I had my doubts about Sir John, and more particularly his lady, attending any local garden fete. But I could scarcely, in my wildest imaginings, have foreseen how extravagantly and tragically it would be impossible. As I approached the house in the hollow below me, I was in a first-class mood because, in addition to a packet from the mail ship for my host, I also bought a bottle of sherry to share with him that, in my opinion, was one of a kind. He met me at the veranda.
Well, this is an unexpected pleasure.
We had a mail ship in today. I brought you a parcel.
Me?
Yes.
And I thought I'd outstrip the mail. Vain hope. A parcel, you say?
This.
What on earth? It might be a gun from its shape, but it scarcely weighs enough. Shall we go to the parlor while I open my surprise parcel?
As we moved into that parlor, I was super conscious of my host's reaction to the parcel he bore in his hands. Although there was no superscription from the sender, I had an infallible feeling that he sensed exactly where it had come from. That somehow I was accidentally part of a climax in the life of this strange and vital man.
We've talked about my trophies, Monsieur Donnet.
Yes.
The ones I've mounted, the others too clumsy and large to render that way.
Yes.
And the third and different class, so far I've had no right nor courage to mount.
What are you saying, Sir John?
There is no reason for my receiving this parcel that I can conceive, except one. That I've found no refuge here. I've been betrayed. Only my wife could have done that. And who else is there to have aided her determination to destroy me?
You're asking me?
Yes. You're the only link we have to the world beyond this house.
Sir John, believe me, I had no wish to betray you.
I'm sure of that.
The day we met, your wife, while you were calming the dogs, your wife asked me to send a letter for her.
To Richard Roll?
Well, I must admit I did not read the address. I did notice that it was to the United States of America. I meant no harm.
He meant no harm. Like Pandora, who naively opened a chest to loose pestilence and all the evils of the world to plague mankind, he meant no harm.
It seemed a simple and reasonable request.
So you exceeded. No doubt she also asked you to conceal the fact of the letter from me.
Yes, I'm afraid she did.
Were you sorry for her ravaged looks, her haunted eyes? Did you picture me as some monstrous jailer, condemning her to a life of solitary confinement?
Sir John, I can only defend my action by telling you that at the time she did engage my sympathy.
I told you, I believe, that my wife was not in the best of health.
Yes, but...
The fault perhaps was all mine. I should have told you that she is insane.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A little late for that. The damage is done. You may have sealed her death warrant, perhaps even mine.
Good God, what do you mean?
This parcel from America. Would you like to see what evil out of hell you're acceding to that simple and reasonable request has set loose?
Sir John...
You have involved yourself in this on a personal level. Now I want to involve you on a professional one. As police magistrate, I want you as witness when I open this gift from America. The outer wrapping. Now what do you see?
A box.
And within it?
Something wrapped in canvas.
You wrinkle your nose against the smell?
Yes, it's very strong.
And very familiar?
Yes, formaldehyde.
Which is used to preserve flesh from mortifying. There's a drawstring on the canvas, which I'm opening. And I'm about to show you my present from the other side of the world.
You sound as if you know what it is.
I only wish to God I thought I didn't.
I echoed the same wish. But it didn't change the contents. It was a hand. A man's hand. Not a skeleton hand, all bright and clean, but a hand black and desiccated, with traces of blood upon the bones at the point where they had been severed as with the blow of an axe about the middle of the forearm. The fingers, extraordinarily long, were attached to enormous tendons still held in their places by strips of skin. Flayed as it was, that hand was something hideous. It made one think involuntarily of savage vengeance. And in spite of the putrescent look of death and dissolution it had. It seemed to have a life of its own.
So now we see the embodiment of the title of our story. A poor choice of words, since nothing can be more disembodied than a severed hand. Whose hand? And why? And are these nerveless fingers really capable of writing a death warrant? I'll return shortly with Act 3. In sick horror, his stomach churning with revulsion, Monsieur Donnet looks at the loathsome object spilled on the desk between him and Sir John. In macabre fascination, his eyes seem riveted to the severed hand. It is only by a supreme effort of will that he is at last able to drag them away and up to Sir John's grim and haunted face.
What is it?
The hand of a thief.
But why? Why is it sent to you?
So that there'll be no mistake in my mind who sends it.
You said before, Richard Roll. A relation?
My twin brother. Younger by less than an hour. As the firstborn, I acceded to the title. The barony was mine, and the living that went with it. Richard had nothing, except my bounty. Our whole life was a gigantic struggle for supremacy. He, because I denied it him. I, because I had to hold it.
If you had everything and he had nothing, what chance did he stand against you?
Well, I'm English, and I believe in fair play. I couldn't share the title, but I made sure the living was shared equally. I'm not ill-favored, and I'm exceptionally powerful and large. But Richard was taller by 2 inches, stronger by far, and a wild and darkly handsome man that stirred women to a passion beyond their senses. Until Claire.
Madame Roll?
My wife, yes. Whatever her true name should be now. When we were married, my brother Richard emigrated to the States.
And you have never seen him since?
Oh, yes, I have seen him. I'd hoped for the last time. Will you forgive me now? There's been too much talk, and I must find a place to hang my latest trophy.
To hang it? You can't be...
I think I've had quite enough interference from you in my affairs, Monsieur Donnet. I must ask you to leave my house. You're no longer welcome.
It seemed a long journey up the hill that night. For I did not climb it alone. On the way back to my house, I was haunted by 100 thoughts. Had I done wrong to send the letter? Whose was the severed hand? What was the mystery of Sir John's retirement? And what motivated the vendetta of his brother against him? Old jealousies? Or was it all as simple as chercher la femme? Certainly, she would not be hard to find. It must be the Lady Roll, if a woman was at the heart of it all. Only one thing I could be sure of now, that I should not be seeing him again. But I was badly mistaken about that. Well, Joseph, what brings you here?
Begging your honour's pardon, but Sir John asked if it would be convenient for you to wait on him this evening.
Of course, when?
If it would suit your honour, now would be fine.
It suits me.
After my churlishness on your last visit, I'm more than touched that you do me this honor, Monsieur Donnet.
Since I'm still concerned that I may have done you more harm than honor, I couldn't have hesitated.
I've some papers here on my desk that I wish to leave in your charge, after asking you and Joseph to witness them.
What kind of papers, Sir John?
My last will and testament, some property assignments, the legal debris that follows sudden death. Joseph?
Yes, Sir John.
Will you sign here and here?
Yes, sir.
Is there all this immediacy, sir?
In the midst of life, Are we not all equally in the midst of death? Thank you, Joseph. You may go.
Yes, Sir John.
Now, you, Monsieur Donnet.
If you want me to. But I see no reason why. Whatever polite disclaimer was on my lips, it was frozen at that moment as my eyes fell on a blood-chilling sight. A black object in the midst of the empty panel lined with red velvet. Empty no longer. It was the hand, mounted now as the chief of all trophies. But different from all the others in one respect. They were mounted. This was imprisoned. Round the wrist, an enormous chain of iron had been rivened about the foul relic, and this chain fastened the hand to the wall by a great ring, solid enough to hold an elephant in leash. Good God!
Ah, yes, the hand. Well, better than my own head, if I can keep it. Will you sign?
Yes, of course. What is it? That hand?
That was part of my best enemy. It was cut off with a saber. Good thing for me, I can tell you.
It's huge. Enormously powerful. The man must have been very strong.
And so far, I've proved stronger. I put the chain on the hand to hold it.
The chain is no use now. The hand can't get away.
The chain is necessary. This hand always tries to get away.
That night, I had a hideous nightmare. I dreamt I saw the hand, the horrible hand, running like a scorpion or a spider along the curtains and up and down the walls of my room. 3 times I woke up. 3 times I went to sleep again. 3 times I saw the ghastly thing running all over my room and using its fingers like so many legs. The next morning, I was awakened by the news that Sir John Rowe had been murdered during the night. For God's sake, Bernard, act like a doctor instead of some frightened schoolgirl.
Oh, no, you have not seen him yet, old friend.
Well, is it the first corpse either of us has had the misfortune to look at?
The first like this.
Oh, how did he die?
The cause of death was strangling, but under what shocking conditions. I tell you, Henri, in 30 years as a physician, I have never seen anything like it.
In what way?
We found him lying on his back in the middle of the room. His coat was torn, one shirt sleeve, half pulled off, was hanging down. There was every indication that a fearsome struggle had taken place. His face was black and swollen, frightfully distorted. But the most noticeable and terrifying thing was his expression.
His expression?
Absolute, hideous fear. And small wonder. For in the welter of blood that was coagulated about his throat, 5 separate wounds pierced through it as though driven by points of iron.
Only 5?
It was as if he had been strangled by a skeleton. But that is odd.
What?
What you just said. Only 5. Well, of course, how stupid of me. There was only evidence of one hand having done the strangling. That makes it even more bizarre.
Is there anything even faintly normal about this whole affair? Now, Joseph, you heard no unusual noise during the night.
Oh, no, monsieur le magistrate.
You sleep where?
Well, here in that little room off the kitchen there.
And there was no sound from the dogs all night long?
Oh, no, sir.
Yet if a stranger had approached the house...
Oh, those dogs would have torn him apart if he was a stranger.
But they were quiet? You would have heard them if they had not been, huh?
Well, I'm a very light sleeper.
Yeah. Did you sleep late this morning?
No, I'm awake before cocks crow, you see. So many things to be done. Water to be drawn, the fire to be laid.
Yes. And that's what you were busy with when Lady Rowell left the house?
I was already preparing breakfast for Sir John and a tray to bring up to... You see, that's why I was so surprised when she walked into the kitchen fully dressed.
And what did you say to that?
Well, it's not my place to ask. I just said, what do you want?
And?
Well, she said she didn't want anything. Just that she was feeling better. And if Sir John should ask about her, she was off for a little walk along the beach.
Oh, that didn't strike you as peculiar?
Oh, it most certainly did.
And did she go towards the beach?
Well, I would have thought so. I didn't actually check on it. Why?
You're not aware that she's disappeared?
Oh, no, sir.
We'll leave that for a moment. All right, then what did you do then?
Well, once I had everything simmering like for breakfast, I went up to Sir John's room to assist him in his toilet.
You were in this habit?
Every morning, regular as clockwork.
Continue.
Well, he wasn't there, sir. His bed hadn't been slept in. Turned down just the way I left it the night before. So I became alarmed. Everything was out of sorts, you see.
I see. And then you came downstairs and found him?
That's right, sir. Oh, covered with blood from head to foot. It just don't signify.
What does that mean?
Well, you knew, Sir John, sir, if ever there was a man built and ready to take care of himself, it was he. Why, he never slept without having loaded pistols or revolvers within arm's reach. And he knew how to use them.
Yes. Have you any idea who killed him?
Oh, no, sir.
Could it have been Lady Rowell?
Not a chance, sir.
I met her once. She was a tall woman.
No, but wasted away, Your Honor, and weak as a kitten.
Then who?
I don't know, sir. I don't even want to know.
Neither did I. Or at least to check on what was in my mind. But I had a duty to my position, and I must admit a morbid drive to support my supposition. He was lying, just as he is now, on this carpet here?
That's right, sir.
His feet pointed in the same direction?
Toward the door.
And his head?
As it is, sir. Towards the panel directly ahead of you.
I felt a creeping sensation that lifted the hackles on my neck. I knew, before I looked, what I was going to see. The sight that I had fought against making a reality. At last, involuntarily, I lifted my eyes to the wall, to the panel where the horrible flayed hand used to be. It was no longer there. The chain, broken, was dangling from the ring. But even that horror was to be succeeded by another. As I bent again over the dead man, between his clenched teeth, I found one of the fingers of the vanished hand, severed or rather sawed off by the teeth about the middle of the second joint.
Henri, forgive us for violating the sacred precincts of your police office, but the axle of my carriage is broken and we are here to beg you to carry us home.
If you're ready to go.
I'm always at your service. And tonight, since it grows dark early these evenings, I will welcome company.
But surely you're not still brooding over Sir John and his vanished lady?
The missing Lady Rowell I can accept. Our gulf is beautiful, but the tides are treacherous, and her hold on life at best was tenuous. Perhaps she wanted to end it. The mystery of Sir John is something else again.
Something best forgotten, I think.
Yes. But it doesn't seem to want to be. Let me show you. Marguerite, forgive me. If you feel faint, close your eyes.
Yes.
Bernard, you remember you said he might have been strangled by a skeleton?
Yes.
Yeah. Might he have been strangled by this?
Good Lord. So that is the famous hand, huh? Yes, if it were possible, such a hand could have made the wounds on its throat, but... Where did you find this?
It was discovered last night in the cemetery on the tomb of Sir John Roll. And mark one thing well.
What?
The index finger is missing. The one we found in the corpse's mouth.
The hand of a thief, Sir John Roll said. His brother Richard? But if so, what did he steal? His wealth? His reputation? His wife? And if his brother, in some gargantuan and titanic duel, struck off his hand, and Richard sought vengeance, which of his hands was the instrument that brought an end to the intense and private vendetta? De Maupassant doesn't tell us. Wisely, he leaves that to us to decide for ourselves. I'll be back shortly. I won't easily close my eyes tonight, for fear that my mind's eye will conjure up a vision of the black and desiccated hand with the yellow nails, scrabbling like some loathsome crab across the floor, up and over my bed, and scuttling around the walls. Its 4 good fingers moving like spider legs, the mutilated stump of the 5th like a head. Our cast included Alexander Scorby, Ian Martin, Mildred Clinton, and Guy Sorrell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I invite you now to join your imagination with that of Edgar Allan Poe, so that together you can create a tale of intense horror, to say nothing of mystery. You could have no better companion for such a joint venture, surely, because in all the world there has never been a more accomplished master of the macabre, the terrifying, the grisly. Master, did I say? Correction. Genius. In proof of which, listen. Our mystery drama, The Oblong Box, was adapted especially for the Mystery Theater from the Edgar Allan Poe classic by George Lothar and stars Richard Mulligan. I've brought you in the course of our association many a strange and terror-ridden tale, but believe me, none that can surpass that which you're about to hear. It begins aboard the sailing ship Independence in the harbor of Charleston, South Carolina, in June of 1897. William Hopkins, an attorney of some importance, and his wife, Elvira, are standing by the ship's rail near the gangplank, watching the arrival of passengers with more than ordinary interest.
Well, it's close on departure time. Are you sure Cornelius Wyatt and his bride will be aboard?
Oh, it says so in the Charleston Herald yesterday, and I checked the passenger list, which plainly states Mr. and Mrs. Cornelius Wyatt, cabin C and D.
The cabin's directly across from ours. But why two?
One for Cornelius and his wife, and the other for, well, very likely they'll have a servant with them. Oh, Cornelius has gone far since our college days together 20 years ago. He's a world-famous artist now.
Do you think he'll remember you?
Oh, my dear Elvira, we were the closest of friends. I must admit, of course, that we didn't keep the friendship up through the years, but... Oh, yes, he'll remember me, and well. And there, by heaven, there he comes.
Where? Where?
The carriage that just came onto the dock. The man in it is Wyatt, and the woman at his side must be his lovely new bride, Rachel.
But what in the world is in that wagon behind him? Will, it's the coffin.
No, Elvira, no. That oblong box doesn't contain a corpse. It contains a priceless painting, a copy of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper, done by his student Rubini. It's priceless.
How do you know all this?
The newspapers. There were several stories about Wyatt buying the painting and having a carefully boxed for the voyage to New York.
Well, it certainly looks for all the world like a coffin to me.
You must remember, dearest, the painting is 6 feet long and 2 feet wide and requires a box of that size. Wyatt and his bride are coming up the gangplank. I can't wait to see his face when he discovers his old friend Will Hopkins aboard.
All right, mind the... handle that box with care, will you? You hear me? With care!
Oh, I'm anxious to see the face of his bride. That's a pretty heavy veil she's wearing.
She's beautiful. Absolutely ravishing.
Why, Will, you've met her. You know her.
No, but I know Cornelius Wyatt. He could never stand an ugly woman, not even a plain one. Oh, no, nothing but the most beautiful of the female sex for good old Wyatt.
You fools, careful, I said. Incompetent idiots. I'll speak to Captain Hardy about this. And you, sir, where can I find Captain Hardy?
I'm afraid I don't know, Cornelius.
Cornelius? You address me with a familiarity, sir, that I don't... Oh, hold a moment. You're...
Will Hopkins. Your old college friend, Will Hopkins.
Oh, yes, so you are.
Well, you certainly don't seem very happy to see me again after all these years.
No, most happy. Great pleasure, but I'm a bit upset at the moment. Good Lord, sir, what are you brainless sailors doing with that box? Damn it! I said keep it on an even keel and right side up.
Oh, come now, Wyatt. There's no damage done, and certainly a few bumps won't harm the painting if you pack it securely, that is.
The painting?
The copy of Da Vinci's Last Supper. You bought your bride as a wedding gift. It is what's in the box, isn't it? It's certainly not a corpse, Wyatt.
No, of course not.
And speaking of your bride, aren't you going to introduce me? Oh, good heavens, I forgot my manners. My wife, Elvira. Dear, this is my old friend, Cornelius Wyatt.
How do you do?
How do you do? My wife, Rachel.
Oh, how do you do?
Now, you will excuse us, I'm sure. We've got to go at once to our cabin.
You mean your cabins, don't you, Mr. Wyatt? You have engaged two. We'd expected you to have a servant, Lord.
No servants. Luggage. Our luggage will go into the second cabin.
But you don't have enough luggage for... Oh, the oblong box, of course. You'll need the extra cabin for that.
Come along, Rachel.
No, but wait now, Wyatt. Wait a moment. Surely we're going to have the pleasure of seeing your bride. I mean, won't she raise her veil so we can look at this beauty you've married?
Why, yes, I dare say. Rachel, my dear, will your veil... Not the beauty you expected, Hopkins?
Well, no, that is, yes, most attractive. You are indeed most attractive, Mrs. Wyatt, or Rachel, if I may.
Oh, of course you may.
And now you must excuse us. You men with the box, follow me, will you? And please be careful. Take care of it, will you? Take care. Take care of that.
Well, it's right. She's ugly.
Certainly not beautiful. Will?
Yes?
Don't you sense something peculiar about all this? Will?
Something wrong, Elvira?
The Oblong Box, it's in their cabin.
In the same cabin the Wyatts occupy?
Yes.
How do you know? Seems to me Wyatt's gone out of his way to keep their door closed at all times.
Well, just as I was coming down from my stroll on deck, their door opened, and I saw Rachel go into the other cabin to get something from their luggage, I suppose. And before Mr. Wyatt could close the door, I saw it. The box.
But that makes no sense. These cabins are anything but spacious. In fact, they're downright tiny. That box must occupy practically the entire cabin.
Well, it does. That's why it took Mr. Wyatt some moments to close the door. He nearly fell over the box.
Well, this is the damnedest thing I've ever heard. They engage 2 cabins and use the extra one for only a couple of pieces of luggage and keep the box in their cabin. Well, it's idiocy, unless...
Yes?
That must be it. The painting is so valuable. In fact, Elvira, it's beyond price. Wyatt wouldn't even run the risk of letting it out of his sight, which reminds me... What do you say we have a look at it?
You mean asked to see it?
Of course. I'm not much on art masterpieces, but, well, a copy of The Last Supper done by one of Da Vinci's own pupils. Something to see, Elvira. Come along.
Well, Will, are you sure? I mean, yes, I'd adore seeing it, but... Well, your friend, Mr. Wyatt, wasn't exactly friendly, you know.
Oh, nonsense. Come along. Old Wyatt was in a bit of a stew, that's all.
What is it?
Your old friend, Will Hopkins, Wyatt.
What do you want?
Well, nothing, Wyatt. Nothing at all, if you're going to continue to be so standoffish.
Well, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Hopkins. Really, I am. It's just that... Well, I've had a good many problems these past few weeks, and my nerves are a bit raw, I'm afraid. I'm truly sorry.
No, I am. Sorry I said what I did. After all, I ought to know you better.
I would ask you and your wife in, but as you can see, there's scarcely room to move about because of the box.
Oh, that's what we came about, Mr. Wyatt.
Meaning what, Mrs. Hopkins?
Why, Will thought you wouldn't mind if we had a look at the painting.
Oh, I see.
And... Can we?
No, I'm sorry. It's out of the question. You see, I had to adopt extreme precautions in crating it, especially to guard against the dampness of a 6-day voyage to New York. The box is sealed. If I remove the lid, the seal will be broken.
Sealed? You don't say.
With melted wax. Believe me, I'd be more than glad to show you the painting, old friend, but it simply can't be done.
Oh, I understand.
I'm sorry, it must be that way, Hopkins, but that's the size of it. Would you excuse me now? I have matters to attend to.
Certainly, Mr. Wyatt.
Of course. I'm sorry, Elvira, that we couldn't, What's wrong?
Strange. Very strange.
Oh, now, will you stop? There's nothing strange about not wanting to open a box he's going to infinite pains to seal with melted wax.
But it isn't sealed with melted wax or anything else.
What do you mean?
You didn't smell it?
Well, now you mention it, there was an odor of some sort.
Yes, an odor of some sort. Come to bed, Will. It's 11 o'clock.
No, Elvira. I thought I might take a stroll on deck before turning in.
Oh, no. Do you think that's wise? There's a gale blowing.
Elvira, when it comes to exaggeration, no one can match you. I'd hardly call that a gale out there. A stiff wind, perhaps, but not a gale.
When it comes to splitting hairs, what's the difference between a gale and a stiff wind? I wouldn't know. Did you hear anything more about that leak in the hold?
Oh, yes. I talked to Captain Hardy. No problem. They caulked it without much trouble.
Strange, though, that... All right, I'm sorry. But it is strange that this ship was in dry dock for 3 weeks being recaulked before we sailed.
Oh, it's the kind of world we live in, Elvira. Nobody cares about doing a good workmanlike job anymore. I'm going on deck for around 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, do be careful, Will. Don't get blown overboard by that stiff wind.
Oh, don't worry. What?
Will? But what is it?
Well, this is the damnedest thing. The damnedest thing.
What?
Wait a minute, wait. Well, I'll be...
Will Hopkins, if you don't tell me what you...
Rachel Wyatt. She just came out of their cabin, looked up and down the passage to be sure she wasn't seen, and then, Elvira, she went into the cabin where they keep the luggage.
Well, Maybe she needs something out of it.
Then why did she lock the door?
Locked it?
Locked it. And why did she look up and down the passage as if she were doing something secretive?
Well, since I'm no longer permitted to say I think something is strange.
Shh. Listen.
What is that?
It's coming from the Wyatt cabin, and it sounds to me as if Wyatt's prying off the lid of that oblong box.
You're right. That's exactly what it sounds like. Exactly what it was.
Then it couldn't have been sealed.
I told you that.
But why would he lie? Especially to an old friend.
Well, Will, I may be given to exaggeration, but you are naive. Cornelius Wyatt no longer considers you an old friend or even a friend. He doesn't want anything to do with you. As for why he lied because he doesn't want you or me or anyone else to know what's in that box. What's really in that box.
Shh, listen.
What's that? What's he saying?
He's crying as if his heart would break. This is terrible. Poor Wyatt. He's in agony, Elvira.
Yes, I can hear him. Poor man. Will, what is he crying over?
It can't be the painting, even if it had been damaged when those sailors bumped the box. Elvira, it can't be that.
It isn't.
Isn't?
I told you I've had this feeling all along. This sense of something. You know. And now I'm sure. It isn't a painting that's in that box, Will. It's a corpse.
A corpse?
And the question that I've been asking myself all along is, whose corpse?
Do you wonder if Elvira is right? Surely it would seem so. For how else explain the... Hopkins will forgive my use of the word, I trust. Strange goings-on in the Wyatt cabin. As it happens, I know the answer, since I've read the Edgar Allan Poe story. If you haven't, you must wait till I return shortly with Act 2. Well, now, where were we? Oh, yes. The Hopkins, Elvira and Will are totally baffled and just a bit uneasy about the curious actions of Cornelius Wyatt and his bride Rachel. As the sailing ship Independence makes its way from Charleston, South Carolina to New York, Will and Elvira burn with curiosity to know the contents of the coffin-like oblong box Wyatt brought aboard.
Rachel has spent the entire night in the other cabin. Now, what kind of way is that for a newly married couple to act? Her in one cabin, him in another, sobbing and crying his heart out all night long.
Maybe they had an argument, a lover's quarrel.
Oh, Will, you don't believe that, and neither do I. She didn't act as if they'd quarreled when she came out of the cabin, did she?
No, acted secretive, as if she didn't want anyone to see her going from one cabin to the other.
And then we heard him prying the lid off the box. The box he claimed was sealed. And we've heard him sobbing all through the night. I've said it before, Will, and I say it again. He's not carrying any valuable painting in that box. He's carrying a corpse.
But that's impossible. The captain would never allow it. A corpse on board a ship is thought to be a jinx. If the crew even suspected there was a corpse in that box.
But they don't. Wyatt has cleverly hoodwinked them and everyone else with the story that the box contains that painting, that copy of Da Vinci's Last Supper. No, Will, I tell you...
Shh, listen.
Oh, he's nailing the lid back on. Oh, what time is it?
6 a.m.
Then for 7 straight hours since 11 last night, he's been crying over whatever's in that box.
Shh, wait. I think I heard...
What? Heard what?
Let me just open our door a crack. There, Elvira. Just as I thought, Rachel has just come out of the adjoining cabin. Yes, looking up and down the passage to make sure she isn't discovered. And there she goes, back into Wyatt's cabin. Well, I'll be damned.
I'm frightened. Right down to my toes. Frightened to death. how can you eat, and so ravenously?
Because I'm hungry. What did we come up to the dining saloon for if not to have a good breakfast?
Well, I can't touch a thing. After the goings-on last night, and now hearing that foremast split and we're, what do they call it, hove to?
Only for a few hours, probably. Shouldn't take longer than that to repair it. Say, these eggs are tasty. You ought to try them.
I don't know how you can eat.
Because I'm not letting this Oblong Box business get me down the way you are.
Oh, aren't you?
You can see I'm not. And you know why? Because I've decided to take the bull by the horns and find out what is in that box before this day is out. That's why.
And how exactly do you propose to do that?
Don't know yet. Got to figure it out. In fact, I think I just have.
What do you mean?
Wyatt and his bride have just come into the saloon, see?
Yes, and they've seen us. They've changed direction and headed for that table way over in the corner instead.
Listen, I'm going down to their cabin while they're having breakfast, and I'm going to find out what's in the box.
Oh, no, you can't do that, Will. What if they discover you?
That's where you come in. You're going to see to it that they stay right here in the dining saloon till I get back.
Well, how can I possibly
Just go over to their table and start a conversation and keep it going till I return.
Will, I can't.
You can. They're just ordering breakfast, all right?
All right.
I'll be back in 20 minutes or so.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Hopkins. Do you mind if I join you?
Why,
Well, Will's going for a walk on deck, and I couldn't possibly face that gale out there. I suppose you heard about the foremast splitting during the night.
Oh, did it? Well, no, we hadn't heard.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about, Will says they'll have it repaired in a matter of hours. Mr. Wyatt, you're not leaving.
Yes, excuse me.
But you haven't even started your breakfast.
I'm not hungry. Anything but hungry.
But, Mr. Wyatt... Oh, dear.
What in the... Hopkins, what the devil are you doing in my cabin?
Wyatt,
What are you doing with that knife in your hand?
Well, you see...
You were going to pry the lid off this box, weren't you? Off my box, my personal property. Ever since you set eyes on this box when I brought it aboard yesterday, you've been ravening to find out what's in it.
Nonsense. That's nonsense. I know what's in it. You yourself told me. A priceless copy of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper.
But you don't believe it.
No, of course I do. Why shouldn't I?
I don't know why you shouldn't. I only know you don't. Why else would you sneak into my cabin and try to pry open the box in my absence?
I didn't try to... Oh, all right, White, I did. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was the wrong thing to do, but, well, damn it, man, I would like to have a look at that painting.
Get out of my cabin. Get out this instant. And while you're about it, get out of my life.
Why, you don't mean that. Surely you wouldn't dissolve a friendship such as ours because of...
What friendship? I haven't seen you in 20 years.
But we were such good friends in college.
Whatever we may have been, we no longer are. Now get out, Hopkins. Get out!
Mrs. Wyatt, how nice to find you here in the lounge.
Oh, Mrs. Hopkins.
Reading Godey's ladies' book, I see.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I don't in the least care for the latest styles. Do you?
Oh, well, they're all right, I guess.
Oh, my dear, with all your money, I should think you'd be intensely interested in fashion. Though I did notice... You'll forgive my mentioning this, won't you? An older woman giving advice to a younger sister. I did notice that lovely, expensive dress of yours could fit a little better. Proper fitting is so important, don't you think?
Oh, yes. Yes, I just didn't have time to get it fit properly before we left Charleston.
Oh, you don't mind my mentioning it, do you? A little sound advice from an old married woman.
Oh, you're not old, Mom.
Mrs. Howe, I mean old married. Married many more years than you and Mr. Wyatt. In fact, you're not married even a week, are you?
Oh, few days or so.
Happy days, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
And nice? Mr. Wyatt.
Mrs. Hopkins?
Your dear wife and I were just discussing...
I would prefer, Mrs. Hopkins, that my wife and you discuss nothing, either now or at any other time.
Why, Mr. Wyatt...
I have already made plain to your husband as I'm sure he will inform you that I no longer consider him my friend and wish to have nothing whatever to do with him. And that, madam, applies to you as well. Come, Rachel.
Yes, sir. I mean, Cornelius.
Not his wife? You're telling me that the woman in that cabin across the passage, the woman Wyatt introduced as his wife, is not?
I don't think so, Will. In fact, I'm sure she's not.
Whatever in the world put such a thought in your head?
The little chat I had with her before Mr. Wyatt so rudely terminated it. A little chat I deliberately had with her because, quite frankly, Will, my suspicions had been aroused.
Aroused by what? And while you're telling me, I want to keep an eye out to see if Mrs. Wyatt, who is not Mrs. Wyatt, changes cabins again tonight.
For one thing, Will, you said Mr. Wyatt was interested only in the most beautiful of women. And Rachel Wyatt is altogether plain.
She's downright ugly, but that's no reason to suspect.
Also, when I was talking to her, she slipped and called me Mum.
Mum? Only a servant uses that word.
Exactly. Also, she slipped again and called Mr. Wyatt Sir. But over and beyond that, Will, what originally aroused my suspicion was her hands. I noticed those when Mr. Wyatt introduced us. They're not the hands of a lady, Will, but the hands of a servant. Hands decidedly work-worn.
But there's no sense to what you're saying, Elvira. You're saying that Cornelius Wyatt, a world-famous painter, a man of taste, discrimination, wealth, is married to a servant girl?
She's no gentlewoman, I can tell you that.
But good Lord, Elvira, if what you say is true, it makes this mystery all the more... Wait.
Is she... Again, is she?
Yes, leaving the Wyatt cabin. And yes, looking up and down the passage before slipping into the adjoining cabin. And now he's at it again, taking the lid off that oblong box. If what you say is true, Elvira, what does all this mean? I mean, what can it mean?
It can mean only one thing, that there is a corpse in that box. Oh, box my foot, it's a coffin. And the corpse is that of the real Mrs. Cornelius Wyatt. We'll come to bed. It's no affair of ours.
Maybe not of yours, but it is of mine. If Wyatt's in some sort of trouble, if he needs help and for one reason or another is shy of asking for it, it devolves upon me as his friend to assist him in any way I can.
After what he said to you and me...
Oh, one must make allowances if the trouble he's in is so serious, so unbearable, so... Elvira, I'm going over there.
To his cabin? Oh, Will, surely not.
Yes.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't care what time it is. It's the least I can do, the very least.
Will, listen.
I'm going over there, I tell you.
All right. I know you better than to try and stop you. Just let me get my robe.
You stay here.
Oh, no. I'm not letting you go over there at 3 in the morning alone. You ask me, that man is dangerous.
Dangerous? Wyatt, don't be silly.
Don't you? There. I've got my robe on. If you still mean to go, then let's go.
All right. Come along. I'll knock. Wyatt, it's me, Will Hopkins. Open up. Wyatt, do you hear me?
It's very quiet in there, not like last night when he spent the whole night crying and sobbing and carrying on like I don't know what.
Wyatt? Let's go in, Elvira.
Will, the cabin's empty.
And so is the box.
What?
Look, the box is open and there's nothing in it. Neither a painting nor a corpse.
Where does that put us? Nothing in the Oblong Box. Neither the priceless copy of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper, nor, as Elvira Hopkins seemed to suggest, the corpse of the real Mrs. Cornelius Wyatt. Baffling? Mystifying? I should say. And I'll have more to say when I return shortly with Act 3. surprise. No, shock is the word to describe the feelings of Elvira and Will Hopkins when they discover that the coffin-like oblong box contains neither that priceless painting nor a corpse. My bump of curiosity is as fully developed as anyone's, I'd say, and frankly, at that point, I'd have dropped the whole business. But not Elvira and Will Hopkins. Not only had their curiosity been sharpened to a keen edge, but, as Will said...
Wyatt's in trouble, Elvira. Serious trouble.
But there's nothing in the box, so why do you think he's in trouble?
Because there was something in it, and whatever it was, he acted, well, damn strange. He said it contained a valuable copy of Da Vinci's Last Supper, and he couldn't open it because it had been sealed against the sea air with melted wax.
But he's opened it each night since we left Charleston.
And has sobbed his heart out all night long. Whatever he was sobbing over was in this oblong box, and it isn't here now. Where is it? And where's Wyatt at this hour of the morning? 3 a.m.? I tell you, he's in trouble. I feel it in my bones.
Will, someone's coming.
Rachel. Mrs. Wyatt from the other cabin.
If she is Mrs. Wyatt, which I doubt.
What are you doing here, Mr. Wyatt? My husband's cabin. The box. The box.
What about the box, Mrs. Wyatt?
Empty. Oh, God, I knew it. I knew it.
You what?
He's gone mad. I knew he would. In my soul, I knew it. Now he has. God, he has.
Why do you think that?
The box. The empty box.
What about the empty box?
I can't bear it anymore. I can't.
Here. Now, Mrs. Wyatt, try to control yourself.
He's mad. Gone mad. He's gone mad.
I'm sorry, but you must pull yourself together if you want us to help you.
Help me. You can't help me. You can't help him. It's too late. It's too late. His mind is broken.
But why? Because of what?
Oh, leave me alone. Oh, please, leave me alone.
Will, I think we'd better find Captain Hardy.
I think we better find Wyatt. I'm going up on deck to see if I can locate him.
I'm coming with you.
Cold and windy up on deck. Maybe you better stay here.
Right now, Will, I'm not staying alone anywhere. Oh, you were right. It's colder and windier than I thought it would be.
Here. Put my jacket around.
No, Will. I'll be all right.
Do as I tell you for once.
Oh, yes, Will, yes. Oh, thank you, dear. That is better.
Now, come on. Let's see if we can find him.
Will, there he is, standing at the rail, gazing off across the water.
There's someone with him. A woman standing beside him.
One of the passengers.
Maybe. Only, if it is, I've never seen her before.
Well, I didn't get a good look.
Well, you will as soon as that light from the port side lamp falls across her face again. There.
Yes. Oh, I see her clearly now. Well, I have never seen anyone so beautiful. She's ravishing.
She's that, all right. Absolutely lovely face. That long blonde hair blowing in the breeze. No wonder he was holding her close to him. Arm around her waist and... Oh, hey, look. Kissing her now.
Well, that's one for the books. If the woman he came aboard with, the woman he claims is his wife, if she is his wife, then what is he doing up here on deck with her?
You've got me.
And she isn't one of the passengers, or if she is, this is the first time I've seen her.
And who the devil can she be?
Oh, good Lord.
Elvira?
I think I'm going to faint. Take me below to our cabin.
Yes, but what is it?
A terrible thought, a horrible thought, horrible.
What horrible thought?
The thought that whoever she is, whatever she is, Will, she must have been in that box.
Madness. Absolute madness, Elvira, to even think such a thing. Wait, you sound as insane as Rachel Wyatt says he is.
The woman in that cabin is not Rachel Wyatt.
Oh, come now, Elvira.
The truth, the plain, simple truth, staring us in the face is that the woman on the deck with him is the real Mrs. Wyatt. Or was.
Oh, don't tell me again. Just please don't tell me again what you think. Elvira, it's too horrible. Someone at the door at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, thank you.
What is it?
One of the crew handed me this. It's a note from Captain Hardy. He wants to see me in his cabin at once. Urgent, he says.
Well, at this hour of the morning it must be. What in the world would he want to see you about?
Only one way to find out.
Sit down, Mr. Hopkins. Sit down.
Thank you, Captain.
Mr. Hopkins, as you know, we've had nothing but bad weather and bad luck since leaving Charleston Harbor 3 days ago.
I guess all your passengers are aware of that, Captain.
Yes. We sprung a seam. The foremast developed a bad crack. And there have been other problems which, frankly, I've concealed from the passengers so as not to alarm them.
It's understandable, but...
I will tell you in all confidence, Mr. Hopkins, in confidence, man, that we couldn't manage to caulk that seam properly in these heavy seas. It's getting worse. Even worse, the repair to the foremast isn't holding. And if the foremast goes, we'll be in serious trouble. There's a force 6 gale out there right now, Mr. Hopkins, and it's whipping up.
But, Captain, why are you telling me all this? What can I do?
Well, you can tell me something that I need to know, that the crew needs to know. It's got them worried.
I still don't...
Mr. Hopkins, I'm given to understand that you are a very close friend of Mr. Cornelius Wyatt's. Mr. Hopkins, what is Mr. Wyatt carrying in that oblong box?
Why, a copy, a priceless copy of The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
Have you seen it?
No.
Well, the crew are beginning to think that it contains a body, a corpse. And that because of it, this ship is jinxed.
Yes, I'm aware of the superstition.
I find myself in a position where I must assure the crew that their suspicions are unfounded. Accordingly, I ask you to go to your friend at once now and get from him the truth of what is in that oblong box. If it's the painting, well and good.
And if it's a corpse?
Well, then I shall be well within my rights as captain of this vessel to take proper action.
And that would be?
To consign the body to the sea.
For God's sakes, Elvira, what sense is there in asking Wyatt to show me what's in the box when he's damn well going to refuse? And when we've got a pretty good idea of what is in the box.
Then you agree with me, finally. You think it's a corpse.
I don't. I think it's the woman we saw on deck with Wyatt.
And you know the thought that crossed my mind about that.
A thought too horrible, just too revolting, gruesome even to contemplate. Who would take a corpse on deck? Who would make love to a corpse?
A madman would. A man who'd gone out of his mind. Will, what was that?
If you ask me, Captain Hardy's worst fears have been realized. The foremast is broken.
Will, that bell. Will, isn't that the signal for the boat station?
God help us, it is.
Oh, Will, what's going to happen to us? What are we going to do?
Head for our boat station, that's what. Come on.
Oh, wait, with my jewelry.
The hell with the jewelry, woman. Come on. Now, who can that be?
Oh, Mr. Hopkins, help me. Help me.
Mrs. Wyatt.
I'm not Mrs. Wyatt. I'm not his wife. I'm only a servant. A married servant. Oh, help me. He's gone mad. Not his wife. His servant. Hers. Rachel's brother. Her servant until she died within 2 days of her marriage.
Died within 2 days?
He went out of his mind with grief. He didn't know what he was saying or doing. All he knew, all he could think of was they'd planned this voyage for their honeymoon, and there was no stopping him. He would take her on the honeymoon he promised. Take her dead or alive. Take her dead. God in heaven, how right I was. How horribly right.
Never mind that now. We're wasting precious time. Come on. We must get to the lifeboat.
But what about him?
Him? Wyatt?
Yes, he's in there now, sitting beside her coffin. I tried to tell him we were in danger, but he wouldn't listen.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Elvira, you and Rachel and Mary, whatever, get to the boat.
Oh, but you...
I'll join you.
Will!
I promise I'll join you, but I must try to save Wyatt if I can. Go now, the two of you. Go!
No, not without you. Remember, I'll not go without you, Will.
Wyatt.
Yes?
Wyatt, the ship's in danger. It may be foundering. That bell you hear, it's a call to all boat stations.
Oh.
Wyatt, stop sitting there staring at a corpse.
Corpse? Corpse?
The corpse, the body of your wife, your dead wife.
She's not dead, Hopkins. That's what they said, the doctors, but they were wrong. Only sleeping. She's only sleeping, Hopkins. And soon she'll wake up very soon now.
Wyatt.
Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she the loveliest creature you ever seen on this earth, Hopkins?
Will you listen to me? The ship is foundering. If we don't get to the boats, we'll drown. Wyatt, we'll drown.
Drown? Did you say drown?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Drown.
No, Hopkins, she'll not drown. Not my Rachel. Rachel, dear. Can you hear me?
Wyatt, what are you doing?
Come, darling. Time to wake up. Sweetheart.
In heaven's name, man, she's dead.
Rachel.
Dead, do you hear me?
I can't wake her. Deep asleep. In a deep sleep, Hopkins. And help me.
How?
Lend a hand. I've got to get her on deck into a lifeboat. Can't let her drown. Give me a hand here.
You're not going to try to get...
What else can I do? She's sound asleep.
She's dead. Dead.
There. She's sitting up.
Oh, good Lord.
Now we'll just... Hopkins, if you'll only just please help me to get her out of this box.
Wyatt, come to your senses.
There. She's on her feet.
Oh, my Lord.
In a deep sleep. But that's all right. I'll walk her. We'll walk her up to the boats. Get your arm around her, Hopkins, on the other side.
No.
Hopkins, I can do this alone, but it would help if you...
No.
Damn it, Hopkins! Will you please? No!
That better, Elvira? More comfortable?
I'll be all right, Will. A lifeboat isn't expected to be the most comfortable place in the world.
Mary.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm all right.
She's going down, I think. The ship getting lower in the water. Captain, is she?
Yes. Foundering.
Look! Oh, look!
What is it, Mary?
It's him! Mr. Wyatt, there on deck! You see?
Oh, no.
Oh, he brought a corpse on deck. Look, he's propping it against the rail, his arm around it. Oh, he's kissing it. Will, how gruesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful, though, in a way. Somehow beautiful.
Beautiful? How can you say that?
Because to him, she's still alive. And if there is a life after death, she must know that few men have ever loved a woman as he loves her.
She's going now. My ship.
Going. And they with her. Please, God, be with them. Please.
I hope you enjoyed the Oblong Box. And if you did, well, think for a moment on the memory of Edgar Allan Poe, to whom we owe the macabre pleasure of the last hour. Like Oscar Wilde's, his was a life of torment that came to a tragic end. Yet, out of the crucible of his torment and tragedy came infinite pleasure for others. Something to ponder on, I think. Don't you? I'll be back shortly. I heard recently that a little cottage on the Grand Concourse in the borough of the Bronx, New York City, is to be torn down. Why? Because it is constantly vandalized, and the city can no longer afford to keep it up. When I was very young, I went to visit it more than once, and stood in the tiny room where a beloved young wife died, and a grief-ridden husband. drowned his grief in alcohol, but where he also wrote the story you heard tonight. I say no more. What more is there to say? Our cast included Richard Mulligan, Grace Matthews, Bryna Rayburn, and Court Benson. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Look not upon the wine when it is red in the cup. The good book tells us, it biteth like a serpent, it stingeth like an adder. But when it glows that fiery red and bites and stings like a rattlesnake, that's when it bubbles the blood and fires the brain. That's the time, the only time it's worth looking at. But it's hard, so hard to do the right thing. And it's such a small word, such a tiny word. It only has 2 letters. Why is it so hard to say no? Our mystery drama, Little Green Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Kim Hunter. At a place in Russia called Borodino, Napoleon won a battle but lost a war. Now, why should we be concerned? This is, after all, the Mystery Theater, not the History Theater. You see, at the Battle of Borodino, Napoleon was not his usual alert, brilliant self. He was tired. It was an effort to think, to act. Why? Because he had a cold. And why did he have a cold? Because his feet were wet. And why? Because his orderly was drunk the night before and had neglected to make sure that the emperor would have a pair of dry boots. And so the history of the world was changed. We don't even know that orderly's name. But let us consider some other workings of blind chance.
Oh, my head.
You looking at me for sympathy?
Please don't shout.
I'm only whispering.
This time, I swear I'll stay on the wagon.
Till you fall off again.
Look, I got it down to once a year.
Once too many. Where did you go last night?
Oh, boy, do I know.
Well, what did you do?
Do I remember?
All year, you hardly touch a drop.
I know.
And then one night, for some reason, for no reason you ever want to talk about, you just get blind, staggering drunk. Now, why?
If I could answer that. If only I could answer that.
Are you going to work today?
Oh, sure. Big sale. Got to open the store early.
Elmer, look, about the note.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought we'd have the sale. Raise cash quickly.
Did you talk to Bob Kirtland?
Well, yeah.
About an extension?
You know Bob Kirtland.
He said no.
Well, don't worry. I'll have the cash for him by next week.
Sure, by giving away all the stock in the store.
It won't be that bad.
It'll be worse. We needed the extension, Elmer, so we could work off the debt and still have some equity.
I went to see Kirtland at his country house. I told him if he didn't give me an extension, it'd mean I'd probably have to go out of business. You know what he said?
Mm-mm.
He said in the long run he'd be doing me a favor.
He what?
He said I wasn't cut out for business. The sooner I realized it, the better.
Okay, it's been a bad year, Elmer. It's not your fault.
Well, I told him, and he just said it hadn't been a bad year for him. Just for fellows who didn't know what they were doing.
So how did you leave it?
How did I leave it?
Well, he may have said no, but is there any possibility that he might change his mind?
I don't think so.
Would it help if I asked him?
I don't think so. Bob Kirtland is a man who's completely devoid of sentiment.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, furthermore, he has it in for me personally.
Now, that's where you're wrong. Bob Kirtland never gets personal about business.
Yeah, well, I think that's changed.
What do you mean?
I got a little personal about Bob Kirtland last night.
Elmer.
I couldn't help it. I saw all those years of hard work and every dollar we have in the world going down the drain, and then...
And what?
Well, I guess I told him off.
Oh.
I called him a vulture.
A vulture?
And then I stopped off at Sid's and had a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then another drink.
I see.
And that's all I remember. Really, I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm really, really sorry.
All right. Well, you are going to pick up the phone and call Bob Kirtland, and you are going to apologize.
Now, wait just a minute.
It has to be done.
Not after what I said to him.
Especially after what you said to him.
I've got my pride.
Yeah, pride is an extravagance you can't afford.
That's what he wants to do, make me crawl.
He is a meticulous man. The floor is clean in his house.
I won't do it.
I'll dial his number. Oh, now, what do you suppose that is at this hour of the morning? Well, don't stand there, Elmer. Open it.
Good morning.
Sheriff.
Oh, it's you, Sheriff.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's me.
Well, that doesn't sound so good. Well, come on in anyhow. We see you once a year. Each time after Elmer's had his little evening. You were here last, let's see, it was... Yes, it'll be a year next month. Elmer went swimming in the town hall fountain.
You want a cup of coffee, Sheriff?
Well, I do, but I don't know if I should. I come here to place Elmer under arrest.
Huh?
Well, what for? Did I do something crazy last night?
I'm afraid you did.
What did he do, Sheriff?
Elmer, I arrest you for the murder of Robert Kinfeather Kirtland.
Oh, no.
And I must inform you that anything you say may be used against you.
Murder?
Bob Kirtland? He's dead?
Yeah, last night.
But why do you say that Elmer did it?
Elmer was there.
But that's right. I was.
Elmer, did you?
I don't know.
We found the gun.
Elmer's never fired a gun in his life. Well, Elmer wouldn't know how. He wouldn't even own a gun. He dislikes guns. Everybody knows that.
Well, now, that may be true, but he fired one at Bob Kirtland last night.
How can you say that?
His fingerprints are on it.
Well, how could it...
I'm sorry.
Elmer.
I don't know.
Well, all right. All right. Bob had Elmer in a very tight squeeze.
No, the whole town knows
and,
that.
Elmer went to visit him last night to see if they could make some kind of a financial arrangement. Do you understand, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's clear.
And Bob Kirtland, being Bob Kirtland, I mean no disrespect to the dead, but... Well, Bob Kirtland was the meanest, stingiest, most vindictive
Yeah,
man.
I've heard that said.
Well, and one word led to another. Elmer became so angry, so desperate. You see, he faces the loss of everything. Do you realize that?
Yes.
And so he lost his temper, and in a fit of rage, he killed Bob Kirtland. It's murder, yes, but... You see, it's not cold-blooded, premeditated murder. Oh, it's not justified. Murder is never justified, but it is understandable. And the jury will have to take that into consideration.
The jury also have to take something else into consideration, Lucy.
Well, what's that?
The fact that he had a gun.
A gun?
A fit of rage, all very well, Lucy. But why did he bring the gun unless he meant to use it? Elmer?
I don't know, Sheriff. I just don't know.
Lucy. Well, I didn't think you'd be in the store today.
I can't afford not to be in the store, Phil.
I want you to know that I'll do everything I can.
Thanks, Phil.
I don't believe Elmer could have killed Bob Kirtland.
Oh, they've got a gun with his fingerprints.
I don't care about that. Do you believe Elmer's guilty?
Well, it's crazy. Elmer's the sweetest, most gentle human being in the whole wide world, but maybe once a year when he starts drinking...
I believe he's innocent.
Oh, Phil, you and Elmer, you're two of a kind.
No, we're not. We're friends. We're buddies since kindergarten. But I'm not like Elmer at all, and you know that. I'm practical, where he's a dreamer. I'm down to earth. I've made money, a lot of money. And it's yours. Yours and Elmer's.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? I'm Elmer's friend. I'm your friend. You should have borrowed the money from me in the first place instead of going to Bob Kirtland.
Well, you don't borrow money from friends.
Now, look, Elmer needs a lawyer.
Well, I thought I'd ask Lou Ballantyne.
To do what? Lucy, this is a murder case.
I know, but Lou is very good.
Sure, at drawing up contracts, writing wills, but he's never, ever defended against a murder charge.
Yes, but still,
It's like it is with doctors. You don't go to a psychiatrist to take your appendix out. Now, you need a lawyer who specializes in murder. And you're not going to find one in this town.
I just don't know what to say then.
I do. I've engaged a lawyer for you.
You have?
You need one of the best lawyers in the world, because that jury is going to be afraid to acquit Elmer, or even to let him off easy.
How can you say that? Elmer grew up in this town. Everybody knows him. They'll be fair.
Melissa Kirtland is on her way home from Europe. Her father's dead. Now she owns the town.
Well...
Lucy, look, I forgave you for marrying Elmer. But she never forgave Elmer for marrying you. Now, that's why you need a lawyer who can keep the judge and the state's attorney and even the jury on their toes.
Oh, Melissa, wouldn't...
Wouldn't what? Oh, Lucy, you're a very sweet and decent person, but you shouldn't judge everyone by yourself. On that jury, you'll have shopkeepers, you'll have farmers. They won't be out to alienate Melissa Kirtland, the richest woman in the county.
But Elmer wasn't himself. Everybody knows he wasn't himself.
It'll be tried before Judge Gary.
Judge Gary is fair and honest.
And Jerry Holt, the DA, would like to run for governor. The Kirtland family has been the biggest contributor to the party.
Phil, I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. We'll make sure Elmer gets every possible break. I've already engaged a lawyer from New York.
I don't think any lawyer could help.
This one can. She's never lost a case.
She?
Oh, come on now. Are you prejudiced because she's a woman?
Interesting question. When a man faces trial for his life, no one can be closer to him than his attorney. And if the lawyer happens to be a woman, can his wife ever really feel completely at ease? Especially if he's acquitted. It means that the most important thing in his life will have been done for him by another woman. I just bring this up as a bonus. I'll return shortly with Act 2. The hand, they say, is quicker than the eye. But what, then, is quicker than either? Why, the mind, of course. Mind, eye, and hand, they were designed to work in unison and harmony as a team. But what happens when they seem to be working at cross purposes? Well, obviously, we're in for a great many differences of opinion.
Lucy, this is Miss Adelaide Gordon.
How do you do?
Miss Gordon, Mrs. Baker, Elmer's wife.
Tell me, Mrs. Baker, is your husband innocent?
Well, how would I know that?
I think a woman knows.
Well, according to all the evidence.
We're not concerned with the evidence.
Well, how can you, a lawyer, not be concerned with the evidence?
You think a jury makes up its mind on the basis of evidence?
I would assume so.
No, a jury is made up of human beings. Human beings do not make personal decisions on the basis of facts.
I'm not a big city lawyer, but I would venture to disagree.
Would you?
Well, I think people are more intelligent than they're given credit for.
Permit me, Mrs. Baker. About 12 years ago, you were the most popular girl in this town. You could have had your pick of practically all the attractive and eligible young men.
Well, I wasn't that popular.
You chose Elmer Baker, who had no money and very poor prospects.
I was in love with Elmer.
My point exactly. The most important decision you ever made in your life had nothing to do with facts, evidence, or logic.
Well,
you're not alone. People don't change the habits of a lifetime just because they happen to be sitting on a jury. They'll believe what they want to believe.
But in a court of law, the evidence...
A person sitting on that jury doesn't know what to believe. Maybe he wants to believe Elmer is innocent. But he looks at you. You're his wife. He has to see that belief on your face. Suppose he doesn't.
But there's proof Elmer's guilty. He was there. His fingerprints are on the gun. The best thing for him to do is to admit it and just throw himself on the mercy of the court.
He'll be put away for life. Is that what you want?
No. You have no right to say that to me. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Your feelings are of no importance. Elmer is my client. He becomes the most important person in the world to me.
I don't think that Phil did a wise thing in engaging you.
You don't?
This is a small town. You have a brilliant reputation. People will resent your presence here. They'll feel you're the big city expert here to show up the local talent.
Let's straighten it out, Mrs. Baker. You wouldn't feel this way if I were a man. You're jealous of me.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
He's in desperate trouble. You want to be the one to save him. I have no interest in your husband as a man. I'm considered one of the top 10 trial lawyers in the country. But I won't force myself into this case. I could be on the next plane out of here.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Gordon. You agreed to take the case.
Mrs. Baker can lose it for me. Let the jury see the doubt and indecision on her face, and we don't have a chance.
But we don't have a chance anyhow. The gun, the fingerprints.
Believe he's innocent, Mrs. Baker. Phil Hastings here believes it.
Do you, Phil? Do you really?
Yes.
That's why I accepted the assignment. Because Mr. Hastings is sincerely convinced of your husband's innocence. Mrs. Baker, you know Elmer better than anyone. In your heart. Now forget the gun and the fingerprints and the motive and the opportunity. Do you believe Elmer could commit murder?
No.
Believe that when you sit in the courtroom. If Bob Kirtland put the squeeze on many people in this town, there could be others with a motive to kill him. Is that true, Mr. Hastings?
Oh, yes.
Let's see if we could trace Elmer's movements. He left home at about what time, Mrs. Baker?
Oh, just about 4.
And he headed out toward the Kirtland place. How long would it take him to get there?
About half an hour.
No one was at the house except Mr. Kirtland. Now, the next thing we hear about Elmer comes from you, Mr. Hastings.
Yes. About 11:30, I got a call from Sid Bellows. He owns a bar. He said I ought to come down and keep an eye on Elmer. I went down there. Elmer was pretty far gone. I couldn't reason with him in that state, so I stayed with him till he passed out. Then I took him home.
And what time was that?
What time was that, Lucy? Midnight?
Mm-hmm. Midnight, exactly. I know, because there was a show on the air that had just gone off.
And then what?
I managed to get him to bed. He slept through the night till 7 in the morning when he had to get up to go to work.
He left the house at 4 in the afternoon. At 4:30, he arrived at the Kirtland house. Well, what time did he show up at the tavern?
A little after 5. Sid will confirm that.
How long would it take to get from the Kirtland house to Sid's tavern?
Maybe a half hour.
Then he only spent a few minutes with Bob Kirtland. The coroner places the time of death somewhere around 4:30.
Oh, I don't know. It just gets worse and worse.
Look, no matter how bad it sounds, Lucy, you just keep believing.
I'll try.
Sheriff, Who discovered Bob Kirtland's body?
Bill Howley. She comes in mornings, does cleaning. She got there 8 o'clock. Front door was open. And she kicked something with her foot. She looked down. It was a revolver. A .32 caliber revolver that fired the bullet that killed Bob Kirtland. That's been established by ballistical tests.
Did she pick it up?
She was about to. Then she noticed Bob Kirtland lying on the floor, dead. She didn't touch nothing. She's seen too many murder shows.
And this is the gun that's supposed to have Elmer Baker's fingerprints on it.
Now, I appreciate the fact that a lawyer has to put it that way, ma'am, but it wasn't supposed to have. It did have Elmer's prints on it.
How did you find that out so quickly?
Well, we knew Elmer'd gone to see him, so we just did a routine check. We got his prints at the city hall, Elmer's volunteer fireman. I must say, ma'am, I never seen a murder case where there's so much evidence against a man.
How many murder cases have you seen, Sheriff?
Ma'am, I must admit, there you got me.
I would like to see Elmer now, please.
I've heard of you. You mean you're going to defend me?
Yes.
But you must cost a fortune.
I don't come cheaply.
Well, I could never afford to pay you.
My fee is being taken care of.
By whom?
You have a good friend.
Phil. I won't let him.
He's already done it. Let's talk about important things. You, for instance. I understand you go out and get roaring drunk once a year. Why?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I guess because I'm a failure.
In other words, you feel sorry for yourself.
That's right. I wanted to be a writer.
What stopped you?
I'm just not good enough.
And you can't accept it.
I opened a bookshop. I like to be surrounded by great writing.
Well, that should make you happy.
I'm a bad businessman. The only books I sell are those I like to read myself. Consequently...
Your selection is limited.
Yes. Well, things turned bad financially. I had to borrow money from Bob Kirtland. I couldn't pay it back on time.
So you went to see him to ask for an extension.
Yes, that's right.
How did it turn out?
Bad. Well, I knew it would be bad before I even got there.
How?
You believe in signs, omens?
It depends.
I have this new car.
You were tight for money and you bought a new car?
Well, what could we do? The old one collapsed. You can't live without a car in this town.
Go ahead.
Kirtland's place is across the Mule River.
Yes.
You've got to go over the new bridge to get there. The big steel suspension bridge. I don't even know why I bother telling you this. I mean, it's stupid.
You never know.
Well, they were painting it. They had a crew spraying this green paint on the bridge. Those fellows are supposed to be careful, but I got some paint on the grill of the car.
Paint?
Well, it wasn't much. It was just a couple of drops. But it was just my luck. I knew then things would go badly.
And they did.
I asked Bob for some more time. He said no. Well, we had some words, and I left. Just to go out and tie one on.
Did you kill him?
I don't know.
You were sober at the time, weren't you?
Well, I don't know about that either. You see, even to go and talk to Bob Kirtland took more nerve than I've got when I'm sober. So I bought a bottle, and I kept fortifying myself on the way there. As I remember, that was the text of Bob's sermon to me.
Did you kill him?
I must have.
That's not an answer we can work with. Did you kill him?
I don't know. Look, I can't stand the thought of killing. That's how I've been all my life. I'm absolutely unable to take another human life. And yet...
Yes?
Well, there's the gun. How can we explain my fingerprints on that gun?
At this point, we can't. Let's forget it for now. You say you were unable to take a human life.
Yes, I'd sooner die. But...
Yes?
The gun.
What about the gun?
Well, that's it. I can't explain that gun. What was I doing with a gun?
No, wait. Did you have a gun when you went to see Kirtland?
I don't see how. But I remember a gun.
You remember a gun?
Yes.
You remember seeing a gun, carrying a gun, firing a gun?
I just remember holding a gun. There was a gun in my hand.
When?
That day, that night. It's gone from me. I can't really remember what happened. All right, maybe I don't want to remember. What's the difference? The fact is... everything's gone from my memory except that gun. I remember holding a gun.
Slowly but surely, it's coming out. He remembers holding a gun. How would you like to be his lawyer? Miss Adelaide Gordon is supposed to be among the 10 best in the country. She's never lost a murder case. How would you bet now? Well, don't risk your money. You'll get the answer in Act 3. Beware, as long as you live, of judging people by appearances, said a French philosopher. And so, if we must forbear to judge people, how much more vital is it to withhold our judgment of things? Give a man a strong motive to commit murder. Have him present at the scene of the crime. Find his fingerprints on the murder weapon. And now ask yourself this question. Would you rather be the attorney for the defense or the prosecution?
You remember a gun?
Yes, I remember a gun. A revolver.
What do you remember about it?
Nothing. I just remember a revolver. I was holding a revolver in my hand.
Why?
I don't know.
Had you fired it?
I don't know.
Where did you get it?
I don't like to keep saying I don't know, but...
You have to help me. I have to start with something.
But everyone says...
Forget what everyone says. Ask yourself, is it possible for you to kill...
But how did my fingerprints get on that gun?
Let me worry about that.
Let you worry?
If you killed him, then that would account for the fingerprints. You were desperate. You acted in a frenzy. Why did you bring the gun? All right, you brought it to scare him. You never meant to use it. You lost your head, you pulled the trigger. You were so scared, so disoriented, you even dropped the gun where it could be found.
Well, then, maybe that's what I did.
I must know for sure. If you're convinced you didn't do it, then I'll believe you didn't do it. Did you or did you not kill Bob Kirtland?
No.
All right.
I'm not a killer. I don't care how it looks. I didn't do it.
Then that's the defense.
Phil, we have to talk to her. I'm frightened. She isn't doing anything.
Now, maybe it looks that way, but you don't...
But what? Look, she's supposed to be this big, high-powered lawyer, but she just sits there and nothing happens. The district attorney makes all the points. If I were on that jury...
Lucy, it's possible there are legal issues, that she's trying to get certain irregularities reversed by a higher court.
What irregularities?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Is she a lawyer? At least Lou Ballantyne is well-liked in this town.
What can we do?
Talk to her. Maybe she can change Elmer's plea. I mean, this way he's sure to be convicted.
I'm sorry. You're dissatisfied, Mrs. Baker.
I don't know what to say. It's obvious we're losing this case.
Do you believe Elmer murdered Kirtland?
Well, no.
Do you, Phil?
No.
I don't believe it either. How can I change our defense? It's the truth.
Well, why can't we just say that Elmer was seized by a fit of temporary madness, and that's why he killed Bob Kirtland?
You'd be asking me to base our defense on a lie.
Please, Miss Gordon, I don't know what to think, what to believe. I only know that this way we are just losing.
Can you give us some assurance that your line of defense will be successful, Miss Gordon?
I'm a lawyer. I go with what I believe is the truth. I believe Elmer is innocent, and I have to go down the line with it.
Come in. Oh, wow, good evening, Miss Gordon.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Sheriff?
No, have a seat.
Thank you.
Case isn't going too well, is it?
Between you and me, it could be better.
Off the record. Why'd you take it?
I was impressed by Phil Hastings. He's absolutely convinced of Elmer's innocence. And despite the way Lucy talks, so is she. And when you look into Elmer's eyes, you know he's not a killer.
None of that seems to be going over with the jury.
Well, this jury's different.
That's the truth. They can't afford to acquit against the evidence.
I know about Melissa Kirtland and her influence.
And she hates Elmer.
And that's understandable. She thinks he killed her father.
No, she hated her father. Just 12 years ago, she was crazy about Elmer. It's funny. The richest girl in town falling for the poorest boy. She made no secret of it. She was out to get him. But he turned her down. And she never did forgive him.
He could have married Melissa Kirtland.
Instead, he married Lucy. Lucy was going steady. Well, we thought it was steady with Phil Hastings. Phil took it hard. It got into a pretty bad fist fight. I know, I had to break it up. I guess Phil's more of a man than most folks ever give him credit for. He made up with Elmer. They're the best of friends.
I see.
He must have gone into hock to hire you, even though he knew it had to be for a lost cause.
Why do you say it's a lost cause?
Well, you're just the wrong lawyer. Well, now, no offense, now, nothing personal. It's just the way it is.
Please, sit down, Miss Gordon.
Thank you, Mr. Ballantyne.
Well, I must say, this is an honor. The Adelaide Gordon visiting an old country lawyer like myself.
You're much too modest, Mr. Ballantyne. The fact is, I've come for a consultation. Have you been following the trial?
Yes. We've never had anything like it in town.
You're aware of my line of defense?
Yes.
What line would you have used?
Same one. I would have insisted on Elmer's innocence, just as you are.
Why?
For the same reason. I believe in it.
Well, that's my problem, Mr. Ballantyne. You would have the ability to transfer this belief to the jury. Evidently, I don't.
I think you're doing an excellent job, Miss Gordon. The trial isn't over yet.
It is, and you know it.
Well, if we could assume that Elmer did not murder Bob Kirtland, we must ask ourselves the logical question. Who did?
I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
Sometimes there's little difference. You might ask yourself a question. Instead of trying to find out who else may have wanted to kill Bob Kirtland, who might have wanted to kill Elmer Baker?
Kill Elmer?
Well, sending him to jail for 20 years, or life, it amounts to the same thing.
Yes, I see what you mean. Who would want to kill Elmer?
Nobody. I mean, I don't have any enemies.
Think. Who? You never got into a fight with anyone?
No, never.
Well, that doesn't square with what the sheriff told me. He said you and Phil Hastings had a terrible brawl when you took Lucy away from him.
That doesn't count.
Why not?
Phil and I, we were best friends before I married Lucy. And even though we had that very brief flare-up, we've remained best friends ever since.
Go back to the day of the murder.
Oh, again?
Did Phil know you were going to see Bob?
Yes, he disapproved. He said he'd lend me the money to pay part of the note.
And you didn't take it?
I like Phil too much to borrow money from him.
You left the store and went to see Kirtland. You drove all the way out there, and you had to cross the what bridge?
The Mule River, the big suspension bridge.
And they were painting it.
Yes, that's what lit the fuse. I got this paint spattered on my grill.
Then you had your interview with Bob Kirtland. And from there on, your mind is a blank.
Yes. But maybe I did kill him. Look, you get to be 40, you're headed nowhere. You don't have the ability or the guts to do what you really want.
Look, don't even start that line of thought. Right now, we can't afford it. Your Honor, the defense calls Mr. Peter Garrick. Mr. Garrick, on the afternoon of the 25th, where were you?
I was on the Mule River Bridge.
What were you doing there?
I was there with my crew. We were painting the bridge.
Painting the bridge.
Well, we were spraying on the first coat. You know what I mean? The green coat.
Uh-huh. You were there from when to when?
Well, we start in the morning after the rush at 10 o'clock, and we usually quit 4:30 before the night rush.
You were spraying this paint, you say. Cars driving past, they could have caught some of it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of drops. We keep a bucket of turpentine and rags at the end of the bridge and a sign that says, use this to remove any paint that may accidentally...
I know. And you stopped at 4:30.
Yes, ma'am. On the head.
If it pleases the court, it is our contention that Elmer Baker is innocent. However, this leaves a question. If Elmer Baker did not murder Robert Kirtland, who did? At approximately 4:30 that afternoon, someone fired the fatal bullet into Mr. Kirtland's body. But who? It is my contention, and I intend to prove, that Elmer Baker is the victim of a plot, a carefully designed and brilliantly executed scheme that almost worked. The defense calls Mr. Philip Hastings.
Me?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you. Mr. Hastings, can you account for your movements on the day of the 25th?
Well, do I have to?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you have to.
I left my apartment after breakfast. I went to my office, which is just down the street from here. I was busy all day. I even had lunch sent in. And then I worked late, and I went home. I brought some work with me. And then at 11, I got a call from Sid Jenkins of Sid's Bar and Grill. He said Elmer was getting a bit hard to handle. So I went there, and I calmed him down and took him home.
At no time, then, during the 25th, did you visit the home of Mr. Bob Kirtland?
Why would I want to?
Please answer.
Of course not.
Then, on the 25th, you had no occasion to cross the Mule River Bridge.
Certainly not.
I say you did.
What?
I say you killed Bob Kirtland.
What?
Counselor, are you charging Mr. Hastings with murder?
I am, Your Honor.
On what evidence?
Some years ago, Elmer Baker took Lucy away from Phil Hastings.
And that's why Mr. Hastings murdered Bob Kirtland?
Yes, Your Honor. To make it look as if Elmer did it. Phil never forgave Elmer. He bided his time.
Oh, that's a lie.
I would appreciate some facts, Counselor.
Phil Hastings saw a sudden opportunity to be rid of Elmer Baker. With Elmer in jail and out of Lucy's life, Phil could once again woo her and this time win her. But he had to maintain the appearance of great friendship. So he followed Elmer to Kirtland's house. When he saw Elmer leave, he went inside, shot Bob Kirtland.
It's a lie!
Your Honor, I shall present the proof in just a moment. He knew Elmer would be staggering drunk. He met Elmer at Sid's bar, took him home, and while Elmer was practically out cold, he made Elmer grasp the butt of the revolver, which is how Elmer's fingerprints came to be on it.
Well, that just isn't true.
After he brought Elmer home, he drove back to the Kirtland place and dropped the revolver on the floor.
What are you trying to do to me?
And there was Elmer, neatly tied up for the killing. But Phil had to make sure. In the ordinary way, Lou Ballantyne would defend Elmer. Lou, who knows each one of you in this town, who could have convinced you of Elmer's innocence. So Phil decided to make himself appear a great friend by calling in a famous outsider.
Not one word is true.
Counselor, this is all supposition. Are there facts?
Do you still insist, Mr. Hastings, that you did not go to the Kirtland house on the 25th?
I never left this town.
You did not cross the Mule River Bridge?
Certainly not.
Then, Your Honor, I suggest the court moves to the parking lot, where on the right front grille and the left rear panel of Mr. Philip Hastings' car, we will find tiny smudges of the green paint that was sprayed on the Mule River Bridge on the day of the murder.
And they did. They found the tiny incriminating stains of paint exactly where she said they would. You've heard the saying, for want of a nail. Well, here Philip Hastings might lament, for the want of a few drops of turpentine. I shall return shortly. Belief. They say it moves mountains, but they don't say which way. Well, you can move them any way you wish in the face of an opposition. You can do great things, provided you make sure all the little details are taken care of. If you want to commit a murder, make sure you don't leave some little insignificant, tiny, loose end dangling. It can lengthen into a noose. On second thought, don't do it. Our cast included Kim Hunter, Bob Dryden, Carol Teitel, and Nat Polen. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, come to lead you, safely I hope, through another encounter with the sinister happenings in which we specialize. We become involved in circumstances not dealt with in the nice, conforming, normal world we're used to. We run afoul of things not considered quite natural in our workaday world, and we may find them just a little frightening. Are you up to it? Heart sound? Nerves steady? Well then.
Our mystery drama, M-U-R-D-E-R, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Field and Farrington and stars Larry Haynes and Ralph Bell. In the usual course of things, the future is mercifully hidden from us. I say mercifully because few indeed are those among us who have only joyous elements in their futures, and who wants premature knowledge of the troubles that lie ahead. Oh, people go looking for it, that's true enough. Fortune tellers make a living. Tables tap and Ouija boards are brought out on quiet evenings at home. But in the main, the future keeps its secrets pretty well hidden. When it fails to do so, well, the results are unpredictable.
Do you want to taste this, Helen, and see if it needs more wine or anything?
Oh, sure. I'm glad you told me you're having beef bourguignon. I'm not sure anything else would have got Max out of the house tonight.
Isn't he feeling well?
I've been worried about Max, Gwen.
How come?
He's, I don't know. He just seems withdrawn. He doesn't laugh anymore. He doesn't enter into things.
To tell you the truth, Helen, that's the reason Kyle suggested this little dinner party.
Well, I hope it helps. I've really been concerned.
Well, we all know that Max has been having business worries.
I mean, he's been having business worries ever since I've known him, but he's never acted like this before. I mean, it's been like living with a stranger. If I didn't think he'd blow up in my face, I'd suggest he see a psychiatrist.
You about ready for another of these martinis, Kyle?
Well, I have a feeling the girls are going to announce dinner before long.
So, I'll take my drink to the table with me.
Sure, Max.
I'm not going to drown myself in martinis, Kyle, if that's what's worrying you.
No, that's not what's worrying me, Max.
I know what is it?
Well, I think we've got the shoe on the wrong foot here. That's what I was about to ask you.
What's troubling me?
Mm-hmm.
My partner kills himself. My business is in a total mess. And you ask me what's troubling me.
Dinner's all ready, you two.
Yeah, I'll be right with you. You want your drink, Max?
I'll take it in with me.
Gwen, there's nothing in all this world quite like your beef bourguignon. Isn't it great, Max?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Delicious. Very good.
You ought to try eating some of it, Max.
Oh, I said it was good, didn't I? For Pete's sake. What do you all want from me, huh?
Helen, did Gwen tell you about her Ouija board?
Her what?
Well, tell her, Gwen.
Well, I went to this garage sale over on Ridgewood Avenue, and I bought a Ouija board, that's all.
That's all. There's been time for nothing else since she came home with the thing. Every evening, and it takes two of us to use a Ouija board.
Do you really believe in that stuff?
No, not really. Not seriously.
Well, it uses bad language sometimes, and it can get very personal.
You keep talking about what it does. Surely it doesn't do anything, not on its own. I mean, you have to push it, don't you?
Well, Gwen swears she doesn't push the thing, and I know I don't, not consciously at least.
I'll show you after dinner, Helen. Do you want to work it with me?
Well, sure, why not?
Fine. That'll give Max and me a chance for a little private talk.
What do we have to talk privately about?
Max, don't be rude.
You're all trying to help, huh? Invite poor old Max out to dinner. Good old Kyle and Gwen to the rescue. Who asked for it?
You can't blame us for trying, Max.
Well, it sure isn't getting us anywhere.
Oh, that's my fault, I suppose. Sure, my fault. You don't know the troubles I got. None of you. You don't know.
Not even me, Max?
No, not even you. What would you say if I told you that my partner's been stealing me blind, huh?
Tom? Tom Garth?
Stealing me blind, and I caught him at it. That's why he blew his brains out.
Well, that's hard to believe of Tom Garth.
Tom was into the firm for almost $100,000. Hey, you calling me a liar?
No, I wasn't calling you a liar.
Max, please, don't be like that.
All right. I couldn't believe it either until I'd gone over the books. Not even then. Not even when I'd seen it in black and white. But it's true. It's been going on for over a year, almost $100,000.
It's an awful lot of money.
Too much for Pickett and Garth, I'll tell you that. We're not big enough to drop $100,000 and go on as if nothing had happened.
Max, if there's anything I can do...
I can handle it.
All right.
There's no way I can get the money back. His wife doesn't have it. He left Maud practically penniless.
Penniless?
Ah, well, I guess she has enough to live on, but not enough to account for that $100,000 he stole.
Yeah, that's a mess, all right.
Then why do we have to keep on and on about it? I'm sick to death of the whole thing.
Max, while the girls are still busy out in the kitchen, well, I can't swing it myself. I don't have that kind of money lying around, but I have connections over at First National, you know, and if you need a loan to get you back on your feet, I'm sure
No, wouldn't help. Might buy me a little time, maybe, but in the long run, wouldn't solve my problem.
All right, we're going to play with Gwen's Ouija board.
You don't play with a Ouija board, Helen. You work with it.
Okay, play, work, whatever. You want to try it?
I'll get it out. Carl, would you make some room so I can set it up on the coffee table?
Sure.
Now, don't get Helen hooked on the thing, Gwen. That's all I need, a Ouija board telling me to relax and take it easy.
All right, now pull up the footstool, Helen.
Oh, okay.
That's what Carl always uses, because we have to sit on opposite sides of the table.
All right.
Now, let's see. We start with a planchette here in the middle.
Planchette.
That's what they call this little table thing that moves around on the board. This thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, now rest your fingertips very lightly on the top of the planchette.
Mm-hmm.
Very lightly. Sometimes the planchette even moves under your fingers.
Sure it does.
Oh, that's the wrong attitude. Now, come on. Sit quietly and think about the planchette moving.
Mm-hmm.
Concentrate on it.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
You have to be patient. Is there a message for anyone?
It's moving.
M. U. R. D. E. R.
Murder.
Good Lord.
That's what it said. What about murder?
It's going again.
M. U. R. D. E. R. What is it you want to tell us about murder?
Somebody's pushing the damn thing.
I'm not pushing it, Max.
M. U. R. D. E. R.
Well, how about another rubber?
I don't think so, Carl. I've been getting too much sleep. I'd like to get to bed early tonight. Besides, we're losing.
Oh, come on. It isn't even 11 o'clock.
We really ought to go, Gwen.
We'd have been better off staying with a Ouija board.
Too spooky for me.
Well, you have to admit it works, though. Don't you, Helen?
It's got a one-track mind, and it's morbid. M-U-R-D-E-R. Now, what kind of talk is that?
Gruesome.
Come on, Helen, let's go.
Well, listen, maybe you two can come over to our place next week. Give us a chance to get our money back.
I'm going to be pretty busy next week, Helen. I don't know whether I'll have a free evening or not.
Well, we'll play it by ear.
Gwen, it was a lovely dinner. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We'll see you next week or whenever.
Yeah, so long, huh?
Goodbye.
Would you like a cup of coffee or something, Carl?
No, I don't think so, Gwen. It wasn't a very successful evening, was it?
What's the matter with him, anyway? Helen's right. He's like a stranger.
Well, you can understand Tom's death upsetting him, especially since Tom had been embezzling the firm's funds.
That's really hard to believe of Tom Garth, isn't it? The Ouija board seemed to upset Max.
Oh, you mean yelling murder? Well, it upset me, too. You know, darling, I'm going to break that thing up for kindling wood.
You didn't seem to enjoy the evening much, Max.
I didn't enjoy it any. And told you we shouldn't have gone.
Well, they're just trying to help.
I wish everybody would stop trying to help. I can straighten things out if everybody would just leave me alone.
Are you going right to bed?
I don't know. Maybe I'll have a nightcap. You go on up if you want to.
Max, I know you won't like this, but you've been drinking an awful lot lately.
You're right, I don't like it.
I mean, it isn't like you. Nothing you do lately is like you.
He's out to get me.
What are you talking about? Who's out to get you?
Carl Abbott.
What? Max, Kyle Abbott is your best friend.
Now that Tom Garth's dead, you mean? He was my friend, wasn't he? He stole $100,000 from me.
Well, Kyle hasn't stolen anything from you, has he?
He put her up to it, all right.
I don't know what you're talking about half the time.
I'm talking about Gwen Abbott and her stupid Ouija board. You push those things around, you know. They don't just go by themselves.
I still don't see what that has...
Murder, that's all. She made it say murder, murder, murder.
If she was pushing it, why would she make it say murder?
Because Kyle told her to, that's why.
Why on earth would he tell her to do a thing like that?
Because he thinks I killed Tom Garth.
Should a Ouija board be taken seriously? Those who do, and there are more of them than you might think, these believers will tell you that the Ouija board is a means of communication with the dead. Myself, I am a professional fence sitter in these matters. I study the evidence and try to keep an open mind. There'll be more evidence to study when I return shortly with Act 2. The cry of murder is a shrill and terrifying thing, even when articulated with the Ouija board's silence. Gwen Abbott's Ouija cried murder this evening and then steadfastly refused to explain. Whose murder? Committed by whom? For what purpose? When? Where? How? No explanation. The repeated use of the word, however, was dramatic enough to give pause even to those who considered the Ouija nothing but a silly spelling game. Not one of the four who were present has had a good night's sleep.
Hello?
Kyle.
Oh, yes, Gwen.
I'm sorry to bother you at your office, dear. I can't meet you for lunch today after all. At least I don't think I should.
Why not?
Helen Pickett just called me and asked me if I could meet her for lunch. She sounded terribly upset, and so I said I would.
Something about Max?
Well, she didn't say, but what else would she be worrying about right now? I'm sorry I'm late, Helen. The traffic was absolutely awful today. Have you ordered? No, I thought I'd wait for you. Have you been running? I hurried. You sounded so upset on the phone. Well, I am upset. About Max. Gwen, do you know anything about paranoia? No. Are you serious, Helen? Do you actually believe that Max is... Well, I can't believe that. Well, I don't want to, but something's wrong with him, and to tell you the truth, I'm scared. Scared of Max? Of him, maybe. For him, certainly. He said this morning he's going to see Maud Garth. Well, what, sympathy call? I think he should. Not a sympathy call. He thinks she's out to get him. Now, those were his words. He thinks everybody's out to get him lately. Out to get him? In what way? Gwen, will you tell me something truthfully? Yes. Does that Ouija board really work on its own? Doesn't somebody have to push it? No, it goes by itself. I swear to you, Helen. I don't push it. Kyle certainly wouldn't. He hates the thing. You didn't push it last night. You weren't making it say murder the way it did. Absolutely not. Why do you ask? Max thinks you did. Look, even if I was manipulating it, why should that worry Max? He thinks Kyle put you up to it. Kyle? And I just don't understand it all. He thinks it's Kyle's way of accusing him, indirectly, of murdering Tom Garth.
Who is it?
It's me, Maud, Max Pickett.
Hello, Max. How are you?
Okay, I guess. You all right?
Well, as all right as I can hope to be under the circumstances. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Well, I'm afraid the place is in a mess. I'm in the middle of packing.
Oh, you're going away?
Yes. I found a little apartment. I'm moving. You know, this house is much too big for just me. Anyway, I seem to see Tom everywhere I look.
Yeah, it must be pretty tough for you. I miss him a lot myself. Why do you keep looking at me that way?
What way?
Well, Tom was my friend, you know. We were more than just partners. We were friends.
I know that.
And I can't understand why you think what you think.
Think what, Max? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you think I had something to do with Tom's death, don't you? That somehow I'm responsible for it?
Max, such a thought never entered my mind.
No, I wouldn't expect you to admit it, not to me. Look, I have a lot of enemies. And you're one of them. I can see that clearly now. I come here and offer you help, offer you money, and you still sit there looking at me that way, thinking how best you can ruin me, huh?
Max, that's not true.
But I'll win out in the end. You'll see, Maud. I'm smarter than all of you put together. And I'll win out in the end.
Are you busy, Carl?
Oh, no, darling, not too. Come on in. How was your lunch with Helen?
Pretty ghastly, if you want to know. She's worried sick about Max.
Well, after last night, I can't say I blame her.
Do you think that he could be paranoid, Carl?
I don't know enough about it to say. Is that what Helen thinks?
Well, she suggested it. Kyle, how do you think Tom Garth died? How he really died?
Well, suicide. I thought that was established.
You don't think Max had anything to do with it?
Well, good Lord, no, Gwen. Why would I think a thing like that?
Max seems to believe you do.
He believes that... Oh, come on.
According to Helen. He thinks you put me up to making the Ouija board say murder. He thinks it was your way of accusing him of murdering Tom Garth.
Well, Helen imagined it.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'll get this settled once and for all.
What are you doing?
I'm calling Max at his office. I'm going to settle this.
Pickett and Garth.
Max.
Yes. Is that you, Kyle?
Yes, Max, I want to talk to you.
All right. Go ahead.
No, not on the phone. Will you have time after you leave the office this afternoon?
I don't know. What is it you want to talk to me about?
Well, I said not on the phone.
You're not trying to set me up for something, are you, Kyle?
Now, Max, what the devil are you talking about? I want to see you.
Well, all right, where?
Kelly's Pub, 5:30, be all right?
Kelly's Pub, 5:30. All right.
Maud, come in.
I hope I haven't caught you at a bad time, Helen.
No, not at all. Sit down, Maud. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I'm having a little trouble adjusting to be alone, of course, but... Well, I'm all right.
It must have been terrible for you.
Not very pleasant. Helen, Max came to see me today.
Oh, yes, he said he might.
Well, he was very strange. I really didn't understand what he was talking about. He thinks of me as an enemy. He said so. In just those words.
Well, I'm afraid he's seeing enemies wherever he looks these days.
But why me?
He's just not himself right now, Maud. We spent yesterday evening with Gwen and Kyle Pickett, and Max got all upset about something a Ouija board said.
A Ouija board?
Well, Gwen's been on a Ouija board kick lately, and she and I were just fooling around with the thing last night, and it spelled out murder. Max was terribly upset.
Has he said anything to you at all about thinking of me as an enemy? Given you any reason why he should feel that way?
Well, I don't think so. He said so many strange things.
That... You know, there's just no reason.
Well, he'll be all right again soon, Maud. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Except that, Helen, if he thinks of me as his enemy, then that makes him my enemy, doesn't it?
What'll you have, Max?
Scotch and soda, I guess.
Good. 2 scotch and sodas here. Ready, please? How'd it go today, Max?
Like every other day lately. Lousy. Is somebody else going to meet us here, Kyle?
No, I told you I just want to talk to you alone.
I know that's what you said. These days, though, I don't put much stock in what people say to me. I can't afford to. Everyone's so crafty.
Oh, now you just imagine that, Max.
Oh, sure. That's what you'd all like me to believe, isn't it? You must think I'm very stupid not to see what's going on.
Nothing is going on, Max.
I suppose you call it nothing? Gwen making that damn Ouija board of hers keep spelling out murder, murder, murder?
Well, Max, actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, I understand you think that I've been making accusations against you.
How do you know that?
Well, there's no mystery about it. Helen told Gwen. Gwen told me.
There, you see?
See what?
You're all working against me. Even Helen. Going behind my back, repeating things I've said in private, plotting against me. Good Lord, I can't even trust my own wife anymore.
Max, what's the matter with you? Well, now, why would I accuse you of murder? What earthly reason would
The same reason all the rest of them have, to destroy Max Pickett.
Max, you've got to stop this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, look, I'm your friend. We've been friends for how many years
We've
now?
known each other for a long time. That's true enough.
We've been friends for a long time. Now, Max, you're not well.
Oh, now we're getting around to that, are we? Next you'll be saying I ought to see a psychiatrist, huh?
Well, I was going to suggest it, as a matter of fact.
And then let it get around, right? Not only is old Max Pickett all the other things you accuse him of being, he's a loony, too. Right?
Max, I think a good psychiatrist could help you.
Help me what? Ruin myself?
All right, forget the psychiatrist. Just listen. I want you to trust me. I don't care about the rest of them, whoever they are. I want to help you, Max. I'm on your side.
Nobody's on my side.
Well, I am. Will you just believe me and trust me?
Okay. Sure thing, Kyle. I trust you.
All right. And you don't believe that nonsense you were talking to Helen last night, do you? About accusing you of murder?
Oh, of course not. It's ridiculous.
I don't think you're serious.
Hey, you see? You don't trust me.
Max? Max?
What is it?
Oh, I thought I heard you come in. Where are you?
I'm in my study.
Are you busy? Will I disturb you?
I'm busy, but you won't disturb me.
Why didn't you call out when you came in the way you usually do? I thought maybe... Max, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning a gun. What does it look like?
What for?
I don't like dirty guns. Do you mind? I had a drink with Kyle a little while ago.
Oh? Any special reason?
Do we need a reason? We're buddies, aren't we? Old Kyle and I?
Yes, of course.
At least that's what he kept telling me.
Well, you are. You've been friends for years.
Yes, he kept telling me about how long we've been friends. What difference does it make how long? It's what good friends we are. That's what counts, huh?
You are good friends.
Oh, you bet. Another thing he told me he didn't accuse me of murder.
Well, of course he didn't. I've said that all along.
Helen?
Yes?
How did he know I thought he was accusing me of murder?
How did he know?
That's what I asked you.
I don't know.
Then I'll tell you. He knew that I thought he was accusing me of murder because you told him. That's what I thought.
I haven't even seen him.
You told Gwen. She told him.
Oh. Well, I guess I did mention it to Gwen, yes.
Yes. So what that means is I can't trust my own wife any longer. There's nobody in the world I can trust. It's me against all the rest of you, isn't it?
Max, you did it, didn't you?
Did what?
You killed Tom Garth.
The human mind is an extremely delicate instrument. It serves us well when it is in proper working order, but it can serve us ill indeed when, through some maladjustment, it departs from its normal way and improperly dictates our purposes. We are prone in this condition, which is known as madness, to commit serious crimes, including the crime of murder. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. They say that in every man's psychological makeup, there are criminal tendencies held in leash only by the thin veneer we call civilization. And civilization is nothing more than a code of behavior we have imposed upon ourselves because the alternative is chaos. If our minds were not strong enough to hold in abeyance our purely animal tendencies, we would surely lapse into what we call insanity. It happens in individual cases, and the results are appalling.
Hello?
Hello, Gwen?
Yes?
This is Maud, Gwen. Maud Garth.
Oh, Maud, how are you?
I'm okay. A little lonely, of course, but that's just something I'll have to get used to.
Are you seeing people? Are you getting out now and then?
Well, enough. As much as I want to. Gwen, Helen tells me you're a Ouija board freak.
Oh, well, I do have a board. I mean, I don't know if that makes me a freak. I just fool around with it, you know. When I can get somebody to work it with me. Oh.
Well, I had one when I was a kid. I always get a kick out
Maud,
of it.
could you hold on a minute?
Yeah.
Carl, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
I'm on the phone, dear. I'll be with you in a couple of minutes.
No hurry.
Sorry, Maud. Carl just came in.
Oh, well, I won't keep you.
No. I'm in no rush. What about Ouija boards, Maud?
Well, I was just wondering if I could come over sometime when you're free and maybe we could have a session with yours.
Oh, sure, anytime. What about later this evening?
Oh, that would be nice. Are you sure you're not busy?
Oh, I haven't got a plan to my name. Maud?
Yes?
How come? I mean, why do you want to work with a Ouija board all of a sudden?
Well, I suppose it's silly, but with Tom gone and everything, they do say Ouija boards are a kind of contact with people who have passed away, don't they?
I don't take it quite that seriously, Maud.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, would it?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, it doesn't sound very healthy to me.
I'd like to try it all the same, Gwen.
Okay, but don't be too disappointed if it doesn't work, though.
Oh, I won't. I promise.
Around 8:30, then.
That'll be fine. And Gwen, thank you.
Oh, forget it. I'll see you at 8:30.
Who are you seeing at 8:30?
Maud Garth.
Maud, how come?
She wants to work the Ouija board with me.
Oh, that darn Ouija board. What's her interest?
Well, it's sort of morbid, apparently. She wants to see if she can get in touch with Tom.
Oh, Lord. Next we'll be having seances.
Well, I couldn't say no, could I?
No, I guess not.
Did you see Max?
Yes, I sure did.
And?
Weird. Gwen, I'm afraid he's in trouble.
Oh, dear. Carl, why would it occur to him to think you suspect him of killing Tom Garth?
I really don't know. If he's really slipped a cog, there's no point in trying to analyze his thinking.
But what if... Carl, what if he did kill Tom Garth?
You're like all the rest of them, aren't you, Helen? You think I killed him?
I only asked you.
You couldn't testify against me, you know. You're my wife.
Did you, Max?
Yes. Well, he's the one who made it necessary. I didn't want to kill him. He just wouldn't have it any other way.
Max, you really did.
A man has to protect himself, Helen. That's biological. When you're in danger, you have to take steps to avoid the danger. It's what evolution is based on, survival of the fittest.
Why, Max? Oh, Lord, why?
He was threatening me. He should have known I'd have to do something about it. It was his fault.
Threatening you how?
He was talking about sending me to jail. Can you imagine that? We'd been partners and friends for all these years. He was going to send me to jail. Just the way he would a stranger.
How could he have sent you to jail?
He had the evidence, of course. The books were rigged. He had it all right there in front of him.
Are you saying it was you who stole money from the firm? You? Not Tom?
The firm was half mine, wasn't it? How can you call it stealing? Besides, I meant to pay it back when I could. There wasn't any big rush, was there? But he wanted it all back, all of it. My half as well as his.
Max, why did you do it? We were all right. We didn't need the money.
Oh, no? What about that swimming pool out back you spent half the summer in? You think that came out of my salary? The salary I take from Pickett and Garth? No way, no way. What about the country club? Where do you think that money came from? And other things. Lots of other things that you enjoy just as much as I do.
But we didn't need them. We could have lived without the pool or the club.
Helen, why did he have to go snooping in the books anyway? Why couldn't he have trusted me?
Max, what are we going to do?
I didn't enjoy it, believe me. If you're thinking I did, you're wrong. I didn't like doing it at all.
Oh, if only you had.
He was pacing back and forth in his office there, back and forth, accusing me of stealing and all that. He should have known it would make me angry.
But if you were stealing...
Back and forth. So when he was facing away toward the window, I took the gun out of his desk drawer. Everybody knew he kept a gun there.
Max, I don't want to hear any more.
And then I waited until he sat down at his desk again. And I put the gun up against his head and I pulled the trigger.
Max, please. Please. What are you going to do now?
Well, it's hard to know. I'm going to have to kill Kyle Abbott, of course. And Gwen, too, I suppose. They both guessed.
Max, you can't.
But I've got to, Helen. Don't you understand? There's no other way.
I hope I'm not putting you to too much trouble, Gwen.
No trouble at all, Maud. Kyle and I fool around with the Ouija board almost every night anyway.
Yeah, well, we just fool around with it. We don't take it seriously, Maud. I'm not sure I approve of what you're going to try to do.
Well, I just want to see if if I can speak to him.
Well, let's try it. Now, you know what to do, Maud.
Oh, yes.
You just ask it the questions.
Oh, well, Is it possible to communicate with Tom Garth?
Give it a moment. Ask again.
I'm trying to get in touch with the spirit of Tom Garth. Is it possible to speak with him? It's moving.
It's going up to the yes corner.
Is this Tom?
Yes.
Is it all right where you are?
Yes, again.
Oh, now that I've done it, I don't know what to say.
Do you have a message for Maud? M.
U-R-D-E-R.
Oh, no, not again.
Wait, was it you who kept saying murder last night? It says yes.
Do you mean you were murdered, Tom?
Yes.
Who did it? Who?
Oh, wait a minute. It hasn't finished. A-N-D-Y-O-U. And you.
Me?
A-L-L-T-H-R-E-E. All three.
Do you mean that all three of us in this room are going to be murdered?
M-A-X. Max!
I have to go, Gwen. I can't stay here all night.
Well, I don't see why not.
Well, I have to go home sooner or later. I mean, can't we call the police?
And tell them we've been warned by our Ouija board that somebody's planning to murder us? I don't think they'd pay much attention.
You don't think we ought to take the warning seriously?
Well, I admit I feel sort of uncomfortable about it, but no, I don't think we should take it too seriously. It's only a Ouija board, a gadget.
Well, then, there's nothing to keep me from going home, is there?
Well, unless you're going to be frightened.
No, I think you're right. I'll go now.
Where are you going, Max?
Out.
Are you going to the Abbott's house?
I thought I'd pay them a call, yes.
Max, you mustn't. If you leave here, I will call the police and tell them. I will. I'll call them and I'll tell them. Max, please, don't point that gun at me.
You're like all the others. You bring it on yourself. I can't let you call the police. You'll spoil everything. Everything I planned.
Max, please listen to me. You are sick. They will take care of you. The whole thing's been too much for you. The police will know that, and they will take care of you.
I'm all right, Helen. Don't you think I'd know? I'm perfectly all right. I just know what has to be done, and I intend to do it.
No, Max. No.
I will shoot you, Helen. Honestly, I will. I'd rather not, you know that, but I will if you make me. Now, promise me you won't call the police. Well, if you won't promise.
All right. I promise. I won't call the police. Carl, I'm worried about Maud.
Well, you shouldn't be any more worried about her than about you and me. The Ouija board said we'd all three get it.
I don't think it's funny.
Well, neither do I, darling, but I don't think we ought to let it get out of perspective in the other direction either. After all, it was a Ouija board that warned us, Gwen. It's a Ouija board, a toy.
I don't consider it a toy.
Well, maybe not, but neither is it an oracle.
That must be Maud. She promised to call when she got home. Hello, Maud?
Maud? No, it's Helen, Gwen. Helen Pickett.
Helen, what's the matter? You sound so...
Gwen, you've got to get out of there. You and Kyle.
Get out of here?
Out of the house right away. Go someplace where he can't find you and stay there. Don't let him find you there at your house.
Find us? Who, Helen? What?
Max, don't you understand? Max is on his way there right now with a gun. He's going to kill you.
Max is on his way here?
He'll be there any minute. Just get out of the house. Run.
What was all that?
Max is on his way over here with a gun. That was Helen. She said we should get out of the house.
Good Lord, did she call the police?
No, I don't think so. Oh, darling, shouldn't we just go? We can phone the police from somewhere else.
This will take a minute, darling. Hello. Yes, please. I'm calling from 434 Oak Street. We've been warned there's a man coming here with a gun intending to kill us. Yes, 434 Oak Street. Abbott. Kyle Abbott. Wait, he's on. Down, please, get down. Hello, did you hear the shot? Now, please get over here as fast as you can.
Are you all right, Kyle?
Yes, darling, are you?
I'm all right. I'm so scared.
Get down. Just stay down, Gwen. Now, listen, I'm going to work my way around to the light switch.
Careful. Hurry, Kyle, hurry.
Yes, I've got it.
That won't do you any good. Turning the lights off. You'd have saved yourself all this trouble, Carl, if you'd only minded your own business. You hadn't got nosy about Tom Garth. It's just a matter of time, you know, until I find the light switch. You couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? Why don't you answer me, Kyle? Why don't you say something? Did I get you with that one? Well, as soon as I find the light switch...
Are you all right, Gwen?
Yes. Are you?
Yes, I'm okay. I hit him with a bookend. Can you find the light switch?
Yes, I think so. Oh, he's bleeding.
Well, I hit him pretty hard. He's coming around now.
But he's still bleeding.
That's tough. Max, can you hear me?
What happened?
I belted you over the head with a bookend.
Oh, Max, why did you do it?
I had to. You knew I'd killed Tom.
No, actually, we didn't at all.
Ah, yes, you did. You can't fool me.
But why did you kill Tom?
I never had enough money. Not for the things we wanted. That's the whole thing. I never had quite enough money. Don't let them take me. Please, don't let them take me.
They won't hurt you, Max. They know you're sick.
I'll answer the door.
I can't say that we've made out an airtight case in favor of Ouija boards. Many people explain their odd behavior by blaming the unconscious segment of the mind of the person whose fingers are on the planchette. How will you react the next time a planchette under your fingertips spells out MURDER? I'll be back in a few minutes. Three murders have been averted, and the mystery of a fourth one solved. And there's no denying that the Ouija board played an important role in this. Unfortunately, it appears to have been the Ouija's swan song, for it leans now against the back wall of one of the closets in the Abbott house. For Gwen, its charm is gone. When she dusts it each spring, she does her best not to study it too closely. For one set of letters stands out as though painted in red. MURDER. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Ralph Bell, Terry Keane, Marion Seldes, and Marion Haley. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
I'm E.G. Marshall. Ferndale is an average small American town surrounded by nice middle-class American homes. It is located in a middle America state and is about as representative of the United States and what its citizens are all about as you can imagine. Nobody in an atmosphere like this has any contact with violence or walks in any fear. Except, who knows what hides in the private jungle beyond any respectable door.
Pow! Gotcha. Dead center.
All right, Billy. Give me the gun.
Oh, Mom, can't I take him to school?
Sorry, partner.
But I wanted to show Clancy Williams.
Unlatch that belt, paleface, or I'll use it to make your other end red. Better get on your horse.
Bye, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, Billy boy. And I also could kill your Uncle Ralph for this stupid birthday present. Guns. What place do they have in our life? Or anyone's? Why does the back doorbell always ring when you're at the front? Coming! All right. What's so important? Yes?
Hello, wife. Long time no see.
Who are you? What do you... Oh, no. It could be...
Our mystery drama, You Only Die Once, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Joan Loring and Joseph Julian.
certainly loves her mornings. In fact, she loves her whole life. It suits her. It's just her style. She's naturally a morning person. By 8 a.m., Billy is off for school, and her husband Howard off for the bank. Then she has a long, long morning to set the house to rights, laze a little in the bathtub, freshen and dress crisp and smart as always. It's a routine that never tires and is seldom broken. And certainly never as rudely and shockingly as this day that brings terror, violence, and the threat of death to her loved ones and herself.
Hey, Marge, come on, snap out of it.
What happened to me?
You passed out.
Oh, I remember I opened the back door, and even with the beard, I thought for a moment, but you can't be. I mean, it's 8 years ago, and he's dead. He's dead.
You mean Lou Miller?
Yes.
The guy that drowned in the reservoir?
My first husband. Who died?
You mean your husband? I didn't die, Marge. I'm still alive.
Oh, no. No, please. It couldn't be. Please, God. Howard is my husband. Howard Stanley is my husband. Whoever you are, please go.
You know who I am, Marge, just as well as I do.
But you drowned.
There was no body, Marge, remember?
You didn't drown. You are Lou.
That's right, baby.
Oh.
I've been fingerprinted enough places to nail that down for sure.
Oh.
So, no welcome home kiss for your loving husband?
You're not. I have a husband.
A meek little Joe who took off for his daily walk to the bank, huh? Mr. Howard Stanley, right?
Yes.
And a son, too. Cute-looking kid. How old is he?
He's 7.
Yeah? Big for his age, huh? And smart, too, I bet.
He's very smart. Just like Howard.
He must be. 7 years old and in the 4th grade.
Never mind, Billy. It's you. What happened? Where have you been?
Now, that's, like they say, a long story. Tell you what. Why don't you fix me some eggs and bacon the way you used to? And some good hot steaming drip coffee, like the old days. And while you're at it, you and me can have a good long talk about the future.
What did you come back for, Lou?
I'm your husband.
After walking out on me for 7 years?
I didn't walk out on you, babe. Remember? I was dead.
But you're not. You just deserted me.
Did you get a divorce?
Why should I get a divorce when everybody's...
So, you see, we're still married.
Lou, what happened? Where have you been?
Remember that summer, Marge?
I'm not likely to forget it.
Them 3 fellas held up that hat-stand bank and lit out with $100 grand. Boy, was I glad I was a scuba nut that year. When they dragged the reservoir where they were sure the guys dumped the loot before they caught them, it couldn't turn up a thing. They did post the reward, 10,000 smackers.
Biggest thing ever happened in our part of the country. How could I forget?
Boy, I'm telling you, Sugar, I thought them water wrinkles would never wear out of my skin from diving after that bonanza.
We were going to use the 10,000 for down payment on a house and a car.
Are you kidding? I ever found that suitcase jammed in some crack? I wasn't going looking for no reward. That was all going to me.
You found it?
No, I didn't find it. I worked down to the deep end. It was a good 150 feet there. What happened to me was I got swept into the spillway.
The what?
Where the water runs out of the reservoir. Must have caught my head a real crack. I was stuck in a kind of a pipe. I got out of my tanks, and then I passed out. I must have lost my face mask then, too.
Yeah, that's how come the insurance company and everybody else thought you must be drowned. What happened to you?
When I came to, I was lying in some reeds, half buried in the mud. There was blood all over my face. I didn't know where I was. Well, get this, Marge, because it's what counts. I didn't know who I was. And I either got out of the flippers or I had lost them, and all I had on was a pair of swim trunks.
What did you do?
I busted in some house and I got some clothes. And I lit out, hiking. Worked my way west, working odd jobs. And I figured I couldn't keep drifting forever. I had to establish some sort of, what do you call it?
Identity.
Yeah, that's it. Like who I was. I had to be someone. So I joined the service. 6-year hitch. And 2 nights after I'm out, I got hit in the head in a barroom, Brannigan, and pow, I remember who I am. So I figured I'd come home. You and me have some talking to do.
What?
I need a stake, Marge. Some dough. That's one reason I looked you up.
Well, I could let you have $15 or maybe $25.
Oh, don't kid around with me, baby. I said a stake. You know what I'm talking about. Real money. I had to do quite a bit of digging to turn you up when I got back to Ferndale.
You mean other people know you're alive?
Don't panic, doll. I ain't stupid. I may not be long on schooling, Mrs. Miller, but I got what it counts up here.
Mrs. Howard.
Well, now, that's the real question, ain't it? Just whose wife are you?
Well, now, be reasonable, Lou. There isn't any question of that. You and I were married less than a year. Howard and I have built a life together for nearly 7 years.
What does your husband do at the bank?
He's, a bank officer.
Class job, huh? Pays pretty good, huh?
Banks don't pay that much money.
Not even to senior vice presidents? I told you I've been snooping around a couple of days, sweetheart, so don't try any tricky stuff. Now, let's get down to real business. Just what's it worth to you to keep this happy little home you got all in one piece?
I don't think I have to tell you what it's worth. I have a savings account. I've been saving for years for a trip we wanted to take. If you'll get out of my life again, you can have it.
How much?
It's nearly $3,500.
And where is it?
At the bank.
Your husband's bank?
Yes.
What would you do, just go there and draw it out?
Yes.
Supposing your husband caught you doing it, how would you explain?
I'll go on his lunch hour. He won't have to see me.
And where will I be?
You can wait here or come with me, whatever you want.
And no cops. No mention of any of this.
Do you think I want anyone to know you're still alive? That no matter how innocent it was, I've been living with another man as his wife when I wasn't really. You think I want Billy mixed up in this? It's a small town, Lou. And a lot of people are smaller, and this happens to be a terribly important time in my husband's life.
Yeah, I gathered from the posters. Running for mayor, ain't he?
I don't want to discuss Howard with you. I just want to do whatever I can from hurting that man I love. So I will go to the bank and get the money, or you can come with me.
All right, let's knock off all the pretty talk and take a real look at where we stand. Now, you're not paying me off with any measly $3,500.
How much do you want?
Something in the neighborhood of 30,000 green ones.
Oh, you must be crazy. We haven't got that kind of...
I had an insurance, Marge, remember? 15,000, double indemnity.
Oh.
They ever pay off?
Well,
Well, come on, then. Don't try to give me any hard time.
Yes, they did.
So, of course, you blew it all on a new house and goodies. But I'll lay you odds you got a sock full of other dough somewheres. You'll pay off.
Why should we?
Because you've been living with a man you're not legally married to.
I'd get a lawyer's opinion, first of all. And I would be willing to bet right now that no court would hold me or Howard responsible for an honest mistake.
You'd have to give back all that pretty insurance money. You can't collect on a corpse that ain't.
That could be arranged.
Ah, so you do have it socked away.
Whether or not we do is none of your business.
There's another little thought you might have in mind. How many votes do you think it's going to cost your husband for mayor when I make this public?
You're just as much of a louse as I discovered right after I was stupid enough to marry you. Howard will take his chances. I think I can speak for him.
Can you speak for him on everything?
What are you getting at now?
The one other person concerned in all this. Billy.
You leave Billy out of this.
How can we?
He has nothing to do with you.
It was a good try, Marge. But what kind of a lunkhead do you think I am? First moment I found out there was a kid involved. Yesterday. I went and looked up the birth certificate. Billy ain't no 7 years old. He's 8. And as stupid as I am, I can count. That makes him my kid.
He doesn't know that, Lou. He thinks Howard is his own father.
Okay, baby, we could leave it that way. Just so you come through with the 30 grand. That's the only way you're going to get rid of me now. Until then, you got a monkey on your back.
Poor Marge. Her relaxed morning has been shattered as thoroughly as her nerves. And deep as the threat to her immediate happiness seems, she has no conception of how vicious and violent her fight to protect her family is going to be. With her head swimming, she looks again at the man sprawled on the couch and hopes that it's only some ghastly dream. I'll return shortly with Act 2. The shock of meeting a husband you have believed dead for over 8 years is enough to numb and scramble anyone's mind. At least Marge found it so. She couldn't believe that Lou was any real danger to breaking up her present family legally, nor that the publicity would mean anything in Howard's campaign. But 2 things did terrify her. The effect it might have on Billy, and the tension, a kind of mad and inhuman quality that underlay everything that Lou said, as though, in some inexplicable way, he was dead inside, that he was a ghost returned from the grave.
You stay away from Billy.
From my own son?
He's no son of yours.
Like I told you, I seen the birth certificate.
I didn't mean that. I mean he's nothing like you, thank God. And he worships his father. I mean Howard.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Let it go. Don't answer.
Oh, it's Bob Russell's car in the driveway. I can see it from here. They're next door neighbors. They know I'm home.
All right. Go answer. There are no tricks or funny business.
Put that pistol away.
So open the door. Find out what he wants. Don't let him come in, or I'll drop him like a bowling pin.
All right, but don't lose your head.
You just worry about your own.
Hi, Marge. Sorry if I disturbed you.
No, I was in the kitchen.
I didn't want to come at all because, to tell you the truth, I thought you might have sneaked back to bed for a nap.
Oh, no, I was just going to get dressed and go marketing.
I know. You're the morning person. That's what Betty calls you. This is all the junk on the community chest Betty promised you.
Oh, that's great.
How's it going? Dragging any formidable loot?
Over 60,000 up to now, and we're only halfway along.
Well, keep it in a safe place.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you feeling all right?
Me? Why?
Well, you look a bit pale, sort of drawn.
Maybe I'm just picking up a little cold.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, I got a customer waiting.
Uh-huh.
60 grand, huh?
Oh, don't get your hopes up, Lou. It's all in small checks, most of them at the bank, and all made out to community chest. Even you couldn't figure a way to get your claws on that money.
All right, you can cut the comedy. I have my own way, and not much more time to waste. I've been figuring, while I was waiting for that used car salesman.
Bob's a stockbroker.
I want you to call your husband and get him home here from the bank.
I can't do that.
Well, you better, doll, or I'll lock you in a closet and go down there and bring him back my own way. I got to get all this settled today.
But I can't bring Howard home from the bank. What could I possibly...
Don't answer it.
That's silly. Why not? What am I going to do? Scream for help?
Just don't answer it. You're out.
But it might be Betty ringing to make sure Bob dropped off the stuff. Oh, that's right. Howard was going to call about us having lunch together.
Damn. Okay, there's an extension in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
I'll be listening. And don't try anything or I'll kill you. You might as well know I have nothing to lose.
Hello?
Darling, it's Howard. I'm calling about lunch.
Where are you whining me?
Well, what was that?
What was what?
Was Billy home? Anyone with you?
Why, no. Why?
It sounded as though someone was on an extension.
Oh, don't be silly about lunch. Why don't we have it here at home?
Well, I'd veto that anyway, but it's what I was calling about. I can't make lunch.
Oh.
I've got to run up to the state capitol, have lunch with a man.
I'm certainly glad it isn't another woman. Couldn't you put it off for today?
I'm sorry, honey, not a chance. See, this guy has got the votes I need in his pocket. I want to be mayor, honey. Just long enough to clean up our own little backyard.
I know, dear. So, when will I see you?
Oh, around dinner time. I love you. You take care of yourself.
I love you. Howard.
Why did you let him get away like that?
What could I do?
I'll tell you what you're going to do. Call him back. Get him here.
How?
I don't care how. Tell him you're sick or Billy's sick.
Lou, I can't get away with that
You
now.
do, I tell you, damn it. Call.
Why can't I tell him the truth?
You want to?
He's got to know sometime.
All right, then tell him here, where I can handle him. And he doesn't get any fancy ideas of ringing in anyone else. Dial.
I'll call his private number. You heard for yourself on the extension.
Yeah. Well, maybe just as well. Now, look. I'm coming back to something. That insurance money.
But it doesn't really exist now you're alive.
Listen to me.
Please. That hurts.
There's a lot more things going to hurt if things don't go my way. Now, first, the insurance money. Where is it? Don't get me mad, baby, or things are going to start getting real rough.
When it finally came through, we put it in a custodian account for Billy.
That's real nice. Only Billy doesn't need it anywhere near like his old man does. So I'll tell you what. We got it made. Howard's out of the picture. So you and me will just stroll over to the bank. You can draw out the $30,000 and give it to me, and all our troubles will be over.
That won't work, Lou.
Why not?
Because Howard is the custodian, not me.
Damn. Why does everything have to go sour for me? Now what are we going to do?
I told you I have a little money in the bank.
Now let's forget that chicken dribble. You don't seem to realize the spot you're in, Marge. I'm no small-time operator anymore. The chips are all down with me, so I can't lose except all the way. So you better listen to me and jump whenever I tell you to.
You don't sound real.
Well, this ain't no ghost story, honey. You're going to have to live with this one. And I'm stuck here until that half-pint husband of yours gets back.
Why don't you go away and come back this evening? I've got a whole day of appointments.
I ain't going nowhere. Neither are you.
But it's just like kidnapping.
You named it, baby. You named it. All we're waiting for now is the payoff. Hey, hold it, Marge. Where do you think you're going?
I was just going to the front door. It's about time for Billy to be coming home from school.
You just stay away from doors. I'll tie you up. I've been on the go so long, I've forgotten what sleep is.
Tie me up?
Yeah. I don't want to take no chances you get some crazy idea taken off. We're calling the police.
With Billy coming home, I wouldn't dare.
To leave him alone with me, huh?
Yes. And why would I call the police? You do have some right to be here.
Look, I'm desperate, Marge. I'm not kidding you anymore. All that guff about getting amnesia and stuck in the spillway, forget it. I was just trying to keep things nice and simple at first.
You found that money in the reservoir all those years ago.
That's right. I was going to take off from you anyway. You and me were a mistake from the beginning.
Oh, that's true enough.
You just wanted kids and a home. I wanted the big time. For a while, I had it. I left my air tank and my face mask bobbing in the middle of the lake, and I swam ashore. I took off for Vegas. Had a run of bad luck, so I blew the $100,000. I had to get even with the tables, so I used a little muscle here and there with the private citizens to keep myself in bread.
You mocked people?
Don't look so holier than thou. I got my comeuppance, if you want to know. 6 of the years since I left you, I spent in security prisons. I won't tell you what for. I'll tell you one thing. The next thing they get me for, if there is to be one, that's it. I'm in for good. So don't make any mistakes about how desperate I am. So get away from that door now. Make me some coffee. And where's the jar?
It's on the way to the kitchen.
Mom. Good. She's in the kitchen. Just get my guns and strap them on. Better hide unless that's the law.
I could use something to eat with a coffee.
All right, Lou.
Who's Lou? Well, Billy, you just gotta find out. Stick 'em up, Lou.
Lou, don't. It's just
I can see who it is. It's the kid.
Gee, you turned and hit the floor fast. That's a good trick.
I'll tell you another good trick, Shrimp. You ever heist anyone and he turns on you, don't you hold back on the trigger ever.
But you were so fast.
I'm going to put a bullet right through you, kid.
Is that a real gun?
What would I be doing with a real gun? This is just a present for a kid I know.
It sure looks real.
Yeah, so do yours.
Yeah. Who are you?
This is a friend of your Uncle Ralph's, Billy. Right, Lou?
Yeah, that's right. You could call me Lou.
I'm Billy.
Put it there, partner.
Shake.
Your Uncle Ralph just wanted to make sure you liked the guns. So I said I was passing by and I'd stop in and check.
Oh, they're super.
Hi, darling. I was just trying to find the darn key. Who are you?
Unexpected visitor. A friend of the family. Marge's side. She asked me to get the door. She's feeding Billy. Come on in.
Oh, sure. Sorry, it's just it was such a surprise. Have we ever met?
No. Oh, don't let the get-up put you off. I just came off a camping trip.
Oh. Well, you seem to know who I am. You want to tell me who you are?
Sure. Lou Miller.
Lou Miller? But you're dead.
That would make it simple, huh? No matter how scary a ghost is, there are ways of making them disappear. Now, me, Howard, I'm the real McCoy. Like, if you want it right between the eyes, I'm Marge's real husband, and that's my kid inside.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it won't take too much praying to turn me back into a ghost. That's what you and me are going to talk over, Howard. You're the only one with the keys to turn time back again, just the way it was.
completely stunned Howard can only stare at this specter from the past. A man so evidently his physical superior that he could not solve anything on that level, nor on any other level, as he is about to find out. I'll return shortly with Act 3. Howard is about to have his first meeting with something which neither you nor I, or at least most of us, would be able to handle. Total immorality. And it takes not much longer than a few minutes both to tell Howard the story of Lou, and very little longer to realize that he is dealing with a man who has nothing left to lose. Not even his conscience.
What you suggest to Marge is impossible.
Why?
Because everything, bank books, money, drafts, checks, anything valuable is locked up in the vaults by now.
So? You're executive vice president, aren't you?
Yes.
You got the keys, haven't you?
Yes. Once the time lock disengages, which will be, let's see, it's 6 o'clock now, exactly 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
You mean you can't get in there tonight?
You'd need an atom bomb to blow that vault door open.
The first thing tomorrow morning, you could get those bank books and cash in the dough.
Well, I could, but I can't.
Why not?
Because, first of all, the money for the insurance was left in trust to Billy. It could only be spent on him, but that no longer holds either. The money isn't Billy's or anyone's but the insurance company's now.
How come?
It was paid in good faith because you were presumed to be dead. And you are quite manifestly alive.
Now, look, don't give me none of that lawyer double talk. Who knows I'm alive, except you and me and Marge?
Look, suppose I did go along with you. As soon as you'd leave, what's to stop me from going to the police and telling them what's happened?
For this chicken feed, not much. Wouldn't be worth coming back to put a bullet hole through your head, or Marge's, or the kids.
Your own son?
Who wants him? I never did. One big reason I lit out. You're welcome to him.
Daddy. Why didn't you come in and see me as soon as you got home?
Well, I knew you were eating dinner. We have a visitor.
He heard it, Father's voice, and there was no holding him.
Want to see some of the tricks Uncle Lou's been showing me with my gun?
Uncle?
Lou's a friend of Ralph's, Howard, and just sort of got made an honorary uncle.
It's all right, Marge. I know who Lou is.
Oh, the twirly parts I'm not so good at yet because my hands are kind of small, and I haven't had enough practice, Lou says. But I'll show you one thing he taught me. Turn around, Lou.
Billy, I really think...
It's okay, Marge. Let the kid have his fun. Okay, I'm turning my back. I don't know you're there.
Stick 'em up.
Ah, you got me. Dead center.
See, Daddy? See? If you're going to heist a guy and he starts to turn on you, hit the trigger right away.
That's what Uncle Lou taught you?
If you don't want to find yourself dead.
But supposing the other man doesn't have a pistol?
Who takes chances? Besides, Billy knows I have one. Still there, you see?
That's not a real pistol either.
Oh, of course it isn't. Who'd have a real pistol in this house?
Can we play some more now?
Nope, Billy. That's enough. Time for bed. Let's go.
But I don't want to go to bed. I want to play some more.
It's time, son.
Oh, well, okay. You'll come up and say goodnight too, Uncle Lou.
Sure. If you take off right now with your mother.
Okay, chum. Up the wooden hill.
You always say that. It's a staircase.
It's what my mother always used to say to me.
He's a cute kid. You wouldn't think it, but I really go for kids. And them for me. Him and me can have a real ball this weekend.
You're not welcome in this house.
What's the matter, Howard, boy? You afraid I'm going to let Billy know you ain't his real father?
For his sake. It would be better for your son not to have his whole life shaken up.
Well, I got news for you. If you and Marge don't play things my way, this whole family's going to get shook right out of sight. Now go pour me a shot till we get the kid out of this, and I can lay out for you and Marge just how we're going to play this thing.
You can't ask me to rob my own bank.
I ain't asking, I'm telling you. On Monday morning, once that time lock's off, you pack a suitcase with $250 grand. And don't go writing down serial numbers. And keep the bills as small as you can.
But what's the point? You can't get away with it.
I'll be sitting here with Marge and Billy and little Bertha here. Anything goes wrong with the outline I already gave you, anything, you're suddenly out a wife and a kid, right?
But no matter how much time we try to set up for you, your getaway, the police will be right on your trail.
How, Howie boy? How? I'm dead, remember? I don't even exist. Who'd be looking for me?
When we tell our story.
Don't you see it all, Howard? Do you think any of us is going to be alive after...
Who the devil is that? What kind of a double-cross is this? That's the sheriff.
Now, look, don't lose your head. He's an old friend. He could have stopped by for a dozen reasons.
Well, one of them better not be me. Now, listen, both of you. I'm going upstairs with Billy. You leave all the doors open. If anything goes wrong, let me tell you both, this is a real gun. And the first shot I fire goes right through the kid's head.
Your own son? What kind of a man are you?
The kind neither of you Batsies would like to find out about. Open up and get rid of him.
Hey, Jim.
The lights are all on. I knew someone had to be home.
Yeah, well, we were just sitting down to dinner.
Well, this won't take long, but I'd like to step inside.
Sure.
Hi, Marge.
Hello, Jim.
Everything okay?
Of course. Why not?
Well, I don't know. You just don't look yourself. You're always so full up of the old get up and go.
Oh, that I think I got a touch of the flu.
Oh, sorry. It's going around these days. I got 2 deputies out with it. Or else if they got a couple of girlfriends, my phone tabs haven't turned up.
Maybe there's a gap in the tape. Jim, Marge sort of had dinner on the table practically, so,
Oh, sure. But, what I have to say can be said quickly. Maybe shouldn't be said at all, but you're 2 old friends of mine not to. That's a flyer just came in this morning to the sheriff's office. Here. You 2 have a gander at it. You don't have to read all the writing. I'll give you the gist. That there's a picture of John Clemens, wanted for armed robbery and the killing of a policeman in California. Out on parole from Soledad State Security Prison, alumnus of Joliet, armed, dangerous, to be approached with caution. 3 former suspected murders, will shoot to kill. Nothing to lose, because when he's taken this time, he goes up the river the rest of the way.
I don't know any John Clemens.
Nor I.
But if his name wasn't John Clemens, wouldn't you know him? If his name was maybe Lou Miller?
But Lou's dead.
Lou isn't dead. This guy Clemens was in the service. I got a set of his fingerprints from there. And 8 years ago, when Lou swore on as deputy to dive in the reservoir looking for the money that got stolen, he had to record a full set of fingerprints. No, sir, I'm sorry to have to say it for many reasons. They're the same guy. Lou Miller is still alive.
Well, all right. Now, look, suppose he is. What's that got to do with us?
I don't know. Maybe nothing. But there is Billy, and this guy is on the run and desperate. Just in case, I'm going to give you some protection. Can I use the phone?
Well, what for?
Well, you might turn up here. I'm going to cover you for a while with a 24-hour guard.
Okay, everyone, freeze. Don't anybody make even one little move.
So you beat me to it, Lou.
You always move too slow, Jim. Marge, Howard, get back in that corner.
Lou, don't lose your head.
That's just what I'm planning to keep. Come on, move. That's better. Okay, Jim. Just face me like you are, and very slow and easy slip the buckle and drop your gun belt. That's it. Right on the floor. That's right. Now, you got any rope, heavy cord, wire, adhesive tape in the house? Come on. You know I ain't got nothing to lose by now. Want me to shoot you instead of tying you up?
I just bought some new rope for... Oh, what difference does it make? It's in the kitchen closet.
Okay, everyone. Now just let's move out to the kitchen. Careful. Real careful. That's it. Keep moving. Don't try anything. Into the kitchen, that's it. I'm just staying here in the door. Marge, you sit at the table. You too, Sheriff. Howard, fetch the rope.
Stick 'em up.
Marge!
See, I did it right again, Uncle Lou.
Billy, where did you get that gun?
Well, you took mine away, and then you were all playing games, and everybody else was having fun, so I came downstairs, and I found this heavy old gun by the living room door. Gosh, it makes a loud bang, doesn't it, Uncle Jim?
Well, it sure does, Billy. Marge, why don't you take Billy back to bed?
But I want to say goodnight to Uncle Lou.
Billy, son, don't spoil the game. Uncle Lou's just playing possum to make you look real good. Now, don't spoil his game, huh? How is he, Sheriff?
Bullet got him right in the spine. Too late for the ambulance.
How is he, Howard?
This time he's gone for good.
Huh?
Did you get Billy to bed?
Yes. What's going to happen to us now? Howard, what have I brought on you?
We'll weather it, Marge.
But the whole story will come out now. And I'm not thinking about us. But what it'll do to Billy. What a thing to grow up with.
Just a minute, you two. Isn't there a quote somewheres about God moving in a mysterious way his wonders to perform?
That's almost the exact quote, but...
Main thing, it seems to me, in all this is to keep Billy from being all broke up over what was an accident.
Jim, when the story breaks in the papers, how can it be kept from Billy?
The question is first, can it be kept out?
How?
Of course, there's got to be a story. A man is dead. But a story about what man?
I don't understand you.
You're returning that insurance money to the company, of course, Howard.
Well, naturally.
So now let's take a good, hard look at the rest of it. Now, I intend to have a long talk with Judge Markham. Now, I can't answer for him, of course, but I've known him all our lives. Now, if I was in his place, here's the way I see it. This man's legal name is John Clemens. He's been using that name for over 8 years. He's a known killer. There's a statewide alarm out for him. So now, here's me, the sheriff, an old friend of yours, visiting for the evening, when this John Clemens tries to pull off a heist. 2 shots are fired, one from my gun, one from his. The one from my gun kills this John Clemens. So, where does Lou Miller figure in this? A man already dead 8 years?
You mean Billy, the whole time, doesn't have to know exactly what he's done?
It was an accident, Marge. The child has no idea what he's doing. Who'd want to place this burden on his shoulders? Like I say, it's not my decision, thank God. But I'd hoped Judge Markham would feel about it that you only get a chance to live once. Seems fair enough to me. The best you ought to have is, like him, one chance to die.
What would you do? What would I do? Faced with a decision like this. Open up an old, closed Pandora's box and saddle an 8-year-old child with a swarm of circumstances he's not equipped to handle and mark him for life? Or leave the alternative truth that a man who chose another life and another name and who long deserved to die finally met his comeuppance, killed by a bullet fired in self-defense. Perhaps the sheriff said it best. God moves in mysterious ways. I'll be back shortly. At 8 years old, there are ghosts and goblins, mysterious figures that move through trees, phantom ghosts that can leap into the mind and spin it flying the wrong way.
But time goes by, and a boy grows up, and with two understanding parents and a sheriff who opens his files to let a young man read the truth of his background, Billy can accept his father for what he was and thank his lucky stars for the foster one his mother provided for him. Our cast included Joan Loring, Joseph Julian, Tom Keena, Dan Acco, and Hetty Galen. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
News. 11 hours from now, Gerald Ford becomes the 38th President of the United States.
I pledge to you tonight, as I will pledge tomorrow and in the future, my best cooperation, leadership, and dedication to what's good for America and good for the world.
Gerald Ford speaking Wednesday evening, a half hour after Mr. Nixon announced his resignation. I'm Jim Kilpatrick, reporting on the CBS Radio Network. The swearing-in ceremonies are scheduled for noon Friday, Eastern Time. Later, Mr. Ford is expected to make a nationally broadcast address to the American people. Mr. Ford announced Thursday evening that Henry Kissinger would remain as Secretary of State. Gerald Ford appeared briefly outside his home Thursday evening to comment on Mr. Nixon's decision.
This was one of the most difficult and very saddest periods, and one of the very saddest incidents that I've ever witnessed. Let me say that I think the President of the United States has made one of the greatest personal sacrifices for the country and one of the finest personal decisions on behalf of all of us as Americans by his decision to resign as President of the United States.
The Nixon family will leave 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the White House, Friday morning about 9:30. The goodbyes to cabinet members and White House staff, a helicopter ride to the airport, then Air Force One for the trip back to California. Richard Nixon will leave Washington as President Nixon. While he is airborne, the letter of resignation will be delivered to the Secretary of State, and he will be Mr. Nixon when the family lands in California. In a 17-minute address to the nation Thursday evening, Mr. Nixon acknowledged Watergate had destroyed him politically.
Throughout the long and difficult period of Watergate, I have felt it was my duty to persevere, to make every possible effort to complete the term of office to which you elected me. In the past few days, however, it has become evident to me that I no longer have a strong enough political base in the Congress to justify continuing that effort.
It is what Mr. Nixon did not say in his speech that has prompted Senator Edward Brooke to say he will drop his move in Congress to get immunity for President Nixon. Senator Brooke notes in Mr. Nixon's resignation speech Thursday night admitted errors in judgment, but he did not state what the errors in judgment were. Senator Brooke wants a full confession. Other reactions to Mr. Nixon's resignation, Senator Edward Kennedy, the night of Watergate is over, America can become whole again. House Speaker Carl Albert, he could not be president and worry about Watergate too. Senator Charles Percy, it is important to remember that the Nixon presidency was brought down finally by the president's own words and actions. In other news, wholesale prices increased almost 4% for the month of July, meaning higher consumer prices in the weeks and months to come. The House of Representatives has approved a broad campaign finance reform bill which would limit campaign spending and provide subsidies for presidential elections. The foreign ministers of Greece, Britain, and Turkey meet again tomorrow in Geneva in an attempt to solve the Cyprus problem. Jim Kilpatrick, CBS News.
CBS News. 10 hours from now, Gerald R. Ford becomes the 38th President of the United States. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. Richard Nixon is still officially president, but Friday morning he'll officially give a letter of resignation to Secretary of State Kissinger. Mr. Nixon, his family, and close aides will be on a plane heading for San Clemente, California, when Vice President Ford is sworn in at the White House at noon Washington time. The president announced his resignation Thursday night before what is thought to have been the largest broadcast audience in American history. The threat of impeachment and conviction in the aftermath of Watergate forced him to leave office. Mr. Nixon said he did so because it was necessary for the national interest. The president ended the historic speech with these words.
To have served in this office is to have felt a very personal sense of kinship with each and every American. In leaving it, I do so with this prayer. May God's grace be with you in all the days ahead.
More on the story in a moment. Looking toward the presidency of Gerald Ford, the new chief executive has already announced one thing won't change. He says Henry Kissinger will stay on as Secretary of State. About his ability to work with Congress, Ford says this.
I don't think I have a single enemy in the Congress. And the net result is that I think tomorrow I can start out working with Democrats and with Republicans in the House as well as in the Senate to work on the problems, serious ones, which we have at home.
Democratic National Chairman Robert Strauss sounded anxious for his party to get off to a good start with Ford.
Democrats hope to be able to join with our new president in seeking common solutions to our nation's critical problems. And toward this end, we give the new president our sincere pledge of support in his efforts to restore public confidence in the office of the presidency. I wish our president well in the difficult days and months ahead. May God grant him guidance and good health.
Some Democrats made it clear they are not yet through with Richard Nixon. Senate Democratic leader Mike Mansfield said impeachment and his Senate trial would continue whether or not Mr. Nixon stayed in office. But House Speaker Carl Albert Thursday night said impeachment proceedings in the House would come to a halt. Special Watergate prosecutor Leon Jaworski says his office made no agreement nor sought any understanding with President Nixon in connection with the resignation. Jaworski might have to decide whether any criminal charges will be brought against Mr. Nixon in the future. Following the resignation speech, Republican Senator Edward Brooke of Massachusetts says he will drop his move in Congress to get immunity for President Nixon unless the president makes a full confession of his involvement in Watergate. Brooke said that although President Nixon admitted making errors in judgment, he did not specify what those errors were. The resignation of President Nixon might never have occurred if it had not been for Frank Wills. He was the security guard on duty at the Watergate complex on June 17, 1972, when he discovered a burglary in progress at the offices of the Democratic National Committee and called the police. Wills had a comment on the big story of the evening. He said, "No one, whatever his station in life, is above the law." Wills has had several other jobs since the Watergate break-in, but he's now unemployed. Doug Poling, CBS News.